söyle.
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
Here we go.
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly-o?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly-o?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly-o?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
This is for my dog. This is for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. This is for my dog. This is for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the Dillio?
И только так, бля.
Dillio, Dillio, Dillio. What the Dillio?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, bounce, bounce, bounce.
Я не умею рэп читать.
East Coast, West Coast.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, back, back.
Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
Back to the grill again. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it, pick it, pick it, pick it.
Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Just for my dog. It's just for my dog. What y'all really want?
What the dilly? No, what the dilly, yo?
И только так, бля.
Dilly-o, dilly-o, dilly-o. What the dilly-o?
Я должна петь, что ли?
East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Dance, baby, dance, baby, dance, baby. I'm the East Coast.
Welcome to Yoshita Gaming News, motherfuckers. I today have come on show. Why does the shit say pandemic on it? I have come on the show to reveal my Sony specs to shut all you motherfuckers up. Ho ho ho. What's up?
And he brought Santa with him.
Did you say Santa Claus?
No,
No.
No, don't do it.
Hold on. Okay.
I'll drown him out. Ready?
ready.
Yeah, not Santa. Yeah.
Corona.
Saki. Too soon.
No, Corona would sound like this.
I got one for you. Natty Daddy.
Natty Daddy.
Nasty beer. Very strong, but nasty.
Yes. I don't drink it for the taste.
He gets a buzz off one.
Calling me a legend because he's giving me a fat head.
The legendary.
Yobi!
God.
You guys should be privileged to be in my Sony studio, motherfuckers.
13.2 teraflops. Woo!
Do we
I
have
heard 14.9.
I have not revealed my specs yet. I will in a minute if you guys are so patient.
Well, the clock.
Whatever you do, if you pull down your pants, you're in trouble, mister.
Are you saying I have a tiny weenie? I don't have a dicky do. My dick don't stick up.
How about that? How about this? We'll measure your penis, and however many inches it is how many teraflops.
Hold on.
Man, 3. Damn.
Mrs. Yoshita,
That's not very many.
Can you get a ruler, please? Take centimeters. Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
I was talking about Super's penis, by the way. Ooh.
Mine would be. I hate
mine
that
would be.
motherfucker.
Mine would be 15 teraflops.
Everybody should block that asshole.
Are you a horse?
Is that width? Is that length or width?
That's my girth.
I don't know. If we're talking width,
Don't
that's
make.
another story.
How do you even get laid?
That's next gen.
Do not
I won't even get
That's
started on.
next gen.
I won't even get started on the cloud.
Yeah.
That's Phil Spencer's laying
That's
the
Miles.
cloud. Do we have
Okay,
a
hurry up.
graphic
I'm gonna
guide?
do a drum roll. I'm gonna do a drum roll before you release the specs, Yoshida.
Okay, not yet. Let's take a voice call to some Sony fans. Do we have a voice message graphic guide?
Yes, we do. Here it comes.
He said calm.
Good evening, guys. This is Omega. First time caller, long time listener. I just had a few topics I wanted to chime into today. First of all, regarding Spider-Man, I'm personally loving it. It may not be great, like how some people think. However, I think it's a great installment for the franchise, and it's definitely a step in the right direction for Insomniac Games, and I think they finally found their golden goose, which can obviously show their potential, especially when money's thrown at them properly. The one thing I love about Spider-Man the most is probably the combat. Now, I actually prefer the combat in Spider-Man compared to the Batman games, just because I understand the Batman games have more free-flow combat. However, I just dislike the fact that in the...
Flush him. Thank you for buying my Spider-Man game.
He was annoying.
Dirty said this call is.
Alrighty then, cringeworthy. Thank you.
I was like, what the hell is this?
That was a real call, Jay, from back in the day, wasn't it?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow, we have a stinking corpse here.
Yes, we do.
Were you getting a hand job or something before the show? Stinking corpse.
Yeah, well, I wish. I was trying to get the fuck home. But there's some fucking building fire and all this other shit, so that was kind of slowing shit up. So.
I'm so sorry.
Damn inconvenient building fires.
Yeah.
You can join these.
Burn that shit in the morning, not in the afternoon.
These motherfuckers are talking about my ding dong.
Yeah, you didn't miss much. We were just talking about penis. You know what the reveal was today?
Yes.
He pulled down his pants, and there was the reveal.
Okay, I, Yoshita, the CEO, even though I got demoted to indie game manager, I am going to reveal the specs of the PS5.
Drum roll?
Drum roll, Jay. You will have to wait one more week. Greatness awaits.
Oh God.
I can give you a hint though. We will have 800. Sorry, Sony fans. I will give you some specification. We will have 875,000 teraflop compute power. We will have 561.1 dedicated X-ray tracing. We will have backwards compatibility on PS4, PS3, PS1, the 3DO, Atari 2600, the Lynx, Atari Jaguar, and Nintendo Switch. 900 terabytes of SSD, internal gerbils, and enhanced haptic feedback on our motion controllers for her pleasure. You're welcome.
Is the internal gerbils a cooling factor or something? What's going on there?
You will know it when it's inside you, Christy.
I was going to ask him.
Okay, Shady. He's taking a page out of Eminem's book over here.
You just get a toilet paper roll and go get a pet gerbil, and you will be all good. Greatness awaits.
Hey, Yoshida, what's your source?
IGN.
Oh, sounds legit.
Okay, Mark Cerny, can I have my $50 now? Okay, thank you. Okay, it was great to be on show. I bid you off. Vadu.
Vadu.
What in God's name is that? Sounds like a toilet.
French or Japanese.
Assholes. Wow, we had Yoshida on the show. Holy shit.
Nice.
Wow, it's just at the same time I showed up. That's fucking amazing.
Yoshida, man, you sound like a South Park character. Or maybe Butthead. I can't figure out which one.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Yeah, I want to say hi.
It's Terraflop was more like a garden snake, though.
It's still in the beta stage.
Hey, let us know how volume is and stuff. What's up,
You gotta straighten your screen there, Super.
Doing this on purpose because we are going to have a Digital Foundry side-by-side comparison.
Oh, very good.
What does F come under? I'm fucking stoned right now.
Wait a second. When are you not stoned?
I was going to say that.
E, F. I'm trying to find Final... We're going to put Final Fantasy, the old one, and then I streamed a video of the new demo. So if you guys want to talk about the new Final Fantasy, I don't know who else played it.
Final Fantasy looks amazing.
I've downloaded it. I just haven't played it yet.
I played it yesterday, and I couldn't beat the last boss of the demo. That big spider thing. Oh my god.
All right. Is it only the first level?
Yeah, I mean that's far as I got. He's a bitch. Oh, I don't remember being.
He's at the end of the first level, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember him being that hard. But it has been 20 years probably since I played Final Fantasy VII.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Back Front Dead.
I actually bought it on PC not too long ago.
Hi, Vocal.
It makes me want to buy it, but I can't, man. Not for $60.
No, same here.
What?
No.
Not yet.
I got a question. So, how many episodes is this going to be? Is this like 4?
I heard three.
Same here. I heard 3.
I'm getting it. I love Final Fantasy VII.
I do too. I had such nostalgia playing that yesterday. The music, everything. It looks amazing. It looks like the movie that came out in 2005.
Oh, Spirit
Advent Children or whatever.
Oh, Advent Children.
Yeah.
Spirits of the Earth too.
I can't remember, but it looked like that movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is how I always wanted Final Fantasy VII to look like." But I just can't pay $60 for it, man.
But you know, when we were younger,
do it.
And the PlayStation 1 came out, and we actually played Final Fantasy for the first time. It kind of gave us that feeling that we were playing something next level at that time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they used to set the bar with this.
yeah.
Hey, while I'm playing this, just look at the comparisons and look how much this has changed and why it's a total remake and just not like a prettier looking game. It's totally different. I'll put the other image up side by side here in a second.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, Will. I was 20 when Final Fantasy VII came out. Holy shit.
It was like what year was that? Like
97.
97.
So I was living on my own.
I was 20.
I graduated from college in 95, And I was living on my own, and I had my PC at the time, which was top of the line at the time, and I bought it on disc and I played it, and I don't think I got through it because I think the disc got scratched, and every time I tried to go into a fight, it kept crashing on me or something. But
Wasn't it like 7 discs?
yeah, I remember there were
Final
more.
Fantasy.
Yeah, they were in a sleeve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That I
You're
don't
right.
remember.
I do remember that. It was in a paper sleeve, and there was like 3 on one side and 3 in the other, maybe, or 4 in one side. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I remember it was
now that you
ridiculous.
say that, I do remember that.
Yeah, I never got into Final Fantasy. Never did.
I watched one of my best friends play it like every single day. I mean, there's
Yeah.
cool shit, but I just enjoyed watching it more.
So there were 7 discs that came with the PlayStation version.
That's what I like. He said 7. I don't remember because it's been that long ago. And I never actually bought it because me and a buddy went through it. He had it, so after we beat it, I didn't feel the need to to buy it. I'd already beat it. But I remember it being one of my favorite games from the original PlayStation era, and that it just everything about that game blew me away, dude.
Right.
At the time.
Daz is in the chat, and Daz is asking us to do something very naughty to him.
Here we go with this.
He says we're all in bed with him. There's something wrong with him.
Do what with him?
Crawl in bed with him.
Yeah, he wants us all to get in bed with him and stroke him or something.
No.
Not
For the
tonight.
past. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not my thing.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
offer.
Daz,
Yes.
you've got 2 hands for that, buddy.
Is he holding the doll in 2 hands?
Look how slow Cloud moves on this game.
What's wrong with his shoulder? His shoulder's missing.
He's got a shoulder pad on one shoulder.
Oh, it's on one side.
An
No.
armor or something.
Oh, I see it now. It looked
Yeah.
invisible for a second there. Crazy.
Yeah, man, look at the train, dude. I mean, I was like, holy
God.
shit. And then look how bad Cloud looks. I was like, oh my God.
And does he do the cool flip off the train
Yeah.
on the new one? Ah, nice.
I don't remember it looking this bad.
It did.
You have to remember.
Cloud's
Hey,
looking at
come
you.
on, guys. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, but there's 2 types of graphics. There's 2 types of graphics in Final Fantasy VII, the original. There's this blocky one. Then they have an upgraded version when the fights happen as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, we go look at Cloud. Look at Cloud. He don't even have a nose or a mouth.
It's just a blob. That's what it is.
It's funny though. I had friends that were absolutely obsessed with this game and still are. They're definitely looking forward to this. Me, I was, I was one of the few, one of the that small percentile that did not play the original, but I always wanted to. So this just makes me want to get it. Like I would definitely want to try this whenever it comes out. I mean,
I definitely want to try it.
Look, you see him just flip off the train,
Oh
Jay?
yeah, I just saw. That's awesome.
His fucking sword is as big as he is.
It's magical. He has like the strongest arms in the
Yes. Man, I'm telling you, I don't get goosebumps to playing too many older games, but I got goosebumps playing this just because how good it looked, the music, like everything about it yesterday. I was like, holy shit.
I feel like Soul Calibur back in the day like copied them, like with the swords being gigantic, like the Soul Blade and everything else. Like
Yeah, I love Soul Calibur.
This right here, playing this is what made me a fan of, like really a fan of Final Fantasy, because I think I'd played one or two of the before this, but I didn't get hooked. I don't even know if I finished them. I can't remember now. But this is playing and beating this made me go and play Final Fantasy 8, and I loved 8 too. I know there's people out there love 8 as well. Yeah, but I don't. How do you say his fucking name? Steppenroth? I can't remember. The bad guy in this, he was one.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth. He's probably one of my favorite bad villains ever. He's just a dick.
is that what he was? Just a giant dick? What?
Yeah. Yes.
He'd squirt white stuff at you.
Oh God, I hope not.
So, Flipper, give me an explanation about the fighting. So, Final Fantasy VII, the original, was turn-based.
Yeah.
This one here is more action-based.
You can
can
play.
pick-
you can play
you can
turn-based, or you can play it kind of like Kingdom Hearts.
It starts when you pick whatever you want. It's on normal mode, which is like Final Fantasy 15. But you can pick the turn-based. There's 3 different options. I can't remember what the third one is, but there's the turn-based one, the normal one that I played on, because I like combat in Final Fantasy 15. I'm not a big. I grew out of that turn-based shite long time ago. But there's turn-based if you want it. The normal mode, which is what it starts on, and then whatever one in the middle is, I can't remember.
I tried to get into 15, so I downloaded it and started playing it. And I got as far as the garage with my car. That's as far as I got.
Final Fantasy 15, I did not like that at all.
I kind of get bored with it. Like, there's not enough action, I find.
Fucking Square Enix used to set the bar in gaming with these Final Fantasy games. So, like, I'm excited for this.
Yeah, see, Wilmy says he hates turn-based too. See, I grew out of it, I guess.
I kind of liked 15. I'm still playing through it, to be
I
honest.
enjoyed it, Invader. I beat it. I enjoyed it. Did I enjoy it as much as like 7 or 8? Probably not, but I enjoyed it enough where I beat the whole thing.
In Indy, I'm sorry, but I do see it, and I want to say hello. There's times when I go back and watch the show the next day, and I notice that Indy's saying hello to me in the chat, but because if I'm hosting, I'm playing the game, so I'm not paying attention to the chat. So I apologize, Indy.
Yeah,
He's doing important work. That's what's
Thanks
happening.
for coming, buddy.
Wilmy said they were kind of like creepy ass boy, but yeah, they had that kind of a vibe, But I got past it because of the story and everything. My biggest gripe with 15 was there was nowhere as many summons. Like the Bahamut and the Knights of the Round that were in 7. There were so many. And that's one of my favorite parts of Final Fantasy 7 or like 8 or whatever. There was nowhere as many summons you could acquire in 15. There weren't many at all. Almost like 5, 6. Might have been 8 at the most, but Final Fantasy 7 had a shit ton more of summon monsters. There was like 3 different versions of Bahamut in Final Fantasy 7.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah. Knights of the Round. I don't remember all you get. I think Ifrit is the first one you get in 7. The Fire God or whatever. There was a big ass chocobo you could call in that would just land on you.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
I remember chocobo farming. Like, after you beat the game, you can go chocobo farming. That game Final Fantasy 7 had like 100+ hours. It's crazy.
Oh, it was a lot of hours.
Isn't Chocobo farming something you do on Saturday night alone with your wife?
Not chocobo. Chocobo.
What's up, Enfist? What's up, Indie Gamer?
You call him Infist?
Infinite.
I can't help it.
Infinite with a 3.
What's up, Infinite? Don't worry, we got
I
people
still
that know
call
how to speak your name.
I still call Wommy Hood Wommy Wood. I can't stop. Once someone gets the name, I can't.
Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records.
Yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good. Look how slow Cloud goes on this fucking old game.
God damn, it's gonna be a half hour to get across that.
It's an old game. I mean, what do you expect? Come on.
Oh, there's a commercial. Sorry, this is my.
That's 33 megahertz right there.
Wow.
That's the masterfulness. Now we're talking about a shit ton of T-flops and stuff.
Yeah.
My thing with this game too is the Midgar part of Final Fantasy 7 won't but like 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours or maybe 7 hours at the most, as far as I remember. And that's all this is on this release. And they're saying it's like 60 hours. Where the fuck did you get the other 53 hours of content from?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I have an even more important question. Who does Cloud's hair?
Justin Bieber?
Like, look at that. Like, his hair is like...
The Japanese version of Justin Bieber.
Yeah, dude.
The first thing I say to myself is, what kind of product does he use?
Yeah.
Did you ever see something about Mary?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Yeah.
That nice hair gel.
It's a cross between Elmer's glue and sperm.
It's probably like some kind of chocobo byproduct after they turn them after they turn them into chicken nuggets.
Jesus.
So what you're saying is, for him to get it, he has to choke a ball?
He has to choke the bow.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
On that note, ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Yeah, that's my only concern is like, how do you take 5, 6, 7, maybe 8? I say 10 hours at the max you spend in Midgard, and you turn it into 60. Where's that coming from? I mean, is it Cloud and Barrett gonna go out to eat and watch a movie? You know, like, what's going on? Because Midgard is like, it's not a super huge part in Final Fantasy VII, as far as I remember.
Thanks for hosting, Crazy.
Yes, thanks for hosting.
Why do I see him on the stream, but I don't see him actually in the chat?
He's on Mixer or something.
On Mixer, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna spy on Mixer.
Oh, you're gonna spy? Ooh.
But my thing is too, as long as it took them to make this game, when is this Final Fantasy 2 Remake 2 coming out, and when's Final Fantasy Remake or 3? When's the third portion of this coming out? What's it gonna be? 10 years before this? You see the end?
Come out with one each year.
I'd hope that instead of the 10 years.
God, I don't want to finally finish playing Final Fantasy Remake when I'm 52 years old.
Oh my God!
Or you could wait and buy the complete edition.
What, in 2030?
Spend $120 too on top of it. Yeah.
No, see, I can't do that, man. That's another reason why I ain't buying it. I'll buy this. I mean, I want to get it, but I'm not. I'll wait and get it. I'll buy it when it's $20 because it's only a third of the game, and if there's only 3 parts, like I've been hearing, $20 is that's fair. And if you buy each part for $20, that's $60.
You're gonna wait for it to come to Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be.
When is this game being released?
I'm not playing it.
April 11th or 10th or something.
I thought it was April 20th or some shit.
Well, there's an even more important game coming out this month that I'll be playing. That'll be Half-Life Alyx.
Oh yes, nice. Hell yeah, VR. Woo!
Damn right. I'm telling you, people, whoever's in the chat who doesn't believe in VR, it's not about believing; it's about experiencing.
Well, Wilmy,
that's true.
Wilmy, I won't buy it unless it's $20. He said it won't be 20.
Dude, I'd spend $200 on this game.
You know, that was like
people have to realize that VR is the type of thing that you like. If you watch VR on video, you kind of look at it and you go, "Well, I can do that with a controller."
No, you can't.
But it's not about what you're seeing. It's about the immersion. It's about the interactivity.
When you're seeing a VR video on YouTube, it's the same thing as playing a regular game on TV. But when you actually play VR, you're in that world, and watching a video it cannot come.
No,
it does not come across that way. It does. There's no way. You can't experience it unless you actually play it.
VR is amazing.
Did you see?
I want it. It's too expensive for me. Like, of course, and then I go and buy the Elite version too.
Hey, buy a Elite controller for $180.
Okay, yeah. Well, guess what? This thing's pretty nice. I'm just saying, it's way better than the last ones.
You'll never go back.
Indy.
Well, unfortunately, I've invested in the version 1, and I have 4 of them, so they all suck. But this thing feels totally different. Which is nice.
Nobody knows, Indy. Indy is asking when they're going to drop the second part of this. Nobody knows. They haven't said yet.
Yeah, they haven't said. Which they need to tell us what the fuck's going on.
Well, let's put it this way. They'll probably tell us when the second part of this is coming out before we get any more PlayStation news.
That's where we go into, like, why? Okay, everybody's like running with this, that PlayStation 5 is more powerful. And I understand, like, that's possible. I'm not sitting here, like, saying, like, they're locked in at whatever they do. The problem I have is if you're more powerful, Series X has already been released. All the specs are released. So if you're following suit with Microsoft, then you're going to release the specs, right? I mean, that would be, like, a no-brainer. I mean, a week later, like, come on, man. Just do it.
It's too late to change things. It's like shit.
But that's where I get like I'm fine with people believing whatever. I think it was Jack of Controllers is the one that threw that out there or whatever, and I'm just like I'm like, I get it. Like, okay, you want to believe that it's better, but why haven't they released it then? You don't have to release the price, anything else. You just release the specs and you're better. So then people are gonna be like, oh my God, you're better. You know what I mean? What is the negative to it? You know what I'm saying? There's no negative.
I think they're
There's
gonna
no
be.
negative.
I think they're gonna be so close that it's not gonna really matter. To be honest.
Yeah.
I heard a guy. I'm not gonna say his channel because he keeps popping up in my feed. I haven't subscribed to him because I don't care. He's super like fanboy. He was PlayStation fanboy, but he was saying today that he had inside sources saying that the PS5 was going to be able to do 240 frames per second. I'm like, get your stupid shit out of here.
Yeah, and it's 14 teraflops, isn't it?
Yeah, 13.3.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is.
Not likely.
No.
What
no.
on?
Was he wearing a PlayStation hat?
He was. I am not.
Yeah, I know exactly who this guy. He ends up in my feed for some reason.
He live streams.
250 frames per second on Bejeweled or something.
He live streams every day. I heard him today between 1 and 3, and he's had these people throwing money at him. And I saw one dude in the chat going, "Where's PS5 reveal? You lied to me." I'm like, "You're listening to a jackass who doesn't know anything. You fucking idiot."
Hey, I gave you a PS5 reveal. Throw money at me. Throw it. Make it rain.
It involves gerbils. That's where I have the problem. Gerbils.
Sorry about that.
I've never heard anyone have a problem with gerbils.
No, I didn't comment on his post, Wilmy. I didn't. I was just watching. I'm like, he's so cringy, and these casuals are just like eating up everything.
I watched him one day when he was going on about how he had this developer in the chat.
He was doing that again today.
Yeah, he had a developer in the chat telling him, convincing him to tell everyone that it's going to be 14 teraflops, and he was convulsing like he was getting his first blowjob.
Yes. I was like,
That's how excited
oh my
he was
God.
getting.
That's crazy.
I think you're the one who you posted it, and you're like, these guys are so cringy. And then after,
Yeah, I did. I posted it so you guys could see it, and like just to confirm that. Am I insane? Is this guy for real?
he had another guy that podcasts regularly on some shows. I ain't gonna say his name. It was that day you posted it was like him and that guy talking, and I'm like, oh my God, and they had their fanboy flop out so hard. I thought they were gonna trip over each other's. I was like, oh my God.
What flopped out? Hey, check this out. I'm gonna have my guy wait right here for this boss fight. You can see how different it is. The boss fight on the new one is so epic on Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, is there giant question marks in the new game too?
No, I didn't see any yesterday. Did you beat him, Super?
Yes.
He was. I couldn't because my girl was wanting me to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and she wasn't paying attention to this. I'm like, you gotta pay attention to this game, man. This is one of my favorite games of all time. But I mean, look at it now, like holy shit. But she didn't care. She wanted me to play Kingdom Hearts 3, so I turned it off. I was like, I'll come back to it later. I got the demo downloaded. And if you play the demo before the 11th, I heard somebody else talking about it. You get a PS4 theme and something else.
Yes, I heard that too. I don't know what it is.
I can't remember. Let me see if I can hop into the show and pretend to be a developer. Yeah, I could too.
But to be a developer, do you have to go?
My only gripe with the new the demo that came out yesterday, Bear he's such an over the top over actor. He's way too. I don't know, dude. He's kind of cringy. I don't remember him being like that. Yeah, free theme and character. I knew it was a theme. What character though? I don't. What character you gonna get in the actual game if you play the demo? I don't know. What they take a game? What they take a character out of the actual game to give it back to you if you play the demo for free?
I hope not. What Delirium Blade say? Oh, he's on Mixer.
See the rumor that
he's on Mixer.
PC games may be playable on Xbox Series X. Yeah, I hope it comes.
Yeah,
hope the Xbox comes with a virus scanner then. If there's a Windows mode.
There's gonna be all kinds of shit shutting down because of this virus. I'm surprised that, like, there's even football games and shit going on right now.
I'm surprised PAX East even went on, to be honest.
Yeah, they
I
went.
am too.
You know, but hey, I mean, you got to bow out. It's fine. You know, it's your choice. It's what you feel is right, and that's it. I mean, I'm glad for the people that plan on going to PAX East that you had something to go and see, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I came in contact with one person. What if they have that? You know what I mean? And I experience that every day at a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? So the fact is, it's like me, I'm starting to think about, should I be wearing a mask at this point? Because like I'm interacting with like 300 to 500 people a day. Like,
Masks
Not
don't
unless
really
they're
help
coughing
you.
on you or fucking sneezing on you.
Masks don't really help you from
No, they don't stop it.
protection of getting it. It's from getting other people sick is when you want to wear a mask.
Man, I'm a paranoid dude. I already went out and bought water and shit.
I don't blame you, man. For real, people start buying toilet paper, water everywhere.
Yeah, I heard that the Purell is very the high commodity right now, and they're like overcharging for it everywhere.
You can't even buy masks at Home Depot. They're all sold out.
Well,
wow.
Brian, I
Been
could.
here everywhere.
You won't showing up in the actual chat. The only way I could see you was look at this chat on the stream. It's weird. Same thing with Crazy. I don't know why.
Brian Baker, give me some Mixer Sparks.
He's not. He's on YouTube now.
He's on YouTube now.
Oh. Dude, I'm not gonna go off on Mixer. I was gonna go on a rant, but I'm gonna hold myself.
Don't go off on Mixer. They're already depressed over there.
Okay, good.
Have y'all heard that, right?
What's going on there? I heard some people. I heard there were some like rumblings about it. People were like morale was down.
I don't know. I think I heard it from listening to. I don't know. Did y'all talk about it on TXR Sunday?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's where I heard about it from. I didn't even know until I listened to you guys.
Yeah, supposedly, like an employee leaked some stuff to like a few news outlets, and he was saying like that because there's been a few people leaving in recent months, like big people, like the founders left, for example, the original co-founders. But apparently, there's been like 16, 17 people who had also left, and it's more of like a skeleton crew. And they also linked an internal video of like an internal Mixer town hall. And basically it shows the new general manager there, like talking to the employees of Mixer, and she's kind of being like
she's not caring about their feelings.
Well, she's kind of being a little condescending. Yeah, actually, because she's like, well, I'm not there to like, to be like a shoulder to cry on or whatever. Like, I'm kind of extrapolating for myself, but like basically,
I'm not here to babysit or be your friend. Do your job or get the hell out.
Probably. Pretty much. And these are people, they're seeing like, well, again, supposedly people, leaving. And I guess there's a lot of concerns going on there. And they're not really addressing them very well.
That's
so,
it's sad to hear that kind of thing is going on and there's no support for the people.
Well, you can tell the video is live if you go search for it, but in a way, it does kind of make sense because, well, I don't know, like how many people use Mixer here?
I'm using it right now, actually.
No, exactly. Well, yeah, no, that's why I'm asking though, because personally, I don't use it as much, so I had to ask like people on the panel and in the chat, how do you guys feel about Mixer? Because, at first I was using it, I wasn't really too thrilled with it. I might go back to it at some point. I'm more of a Twitch guy myself.
I was disappointed at the fact that they were claiming that it would be like zero latency.
Yeah.
But yet I found it had the worst latency.
Worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of hot water involved in this, and I think they also hired somebody that is very corporate, very, very. You're going to do it this way, or it's the end of the story. And I don't feel like, and people have to realize this is kind of separate from Xbox. Like, yes, they're in the same thing. You know what I mean? Like they have the same involvement, the same goal, but at the same time, you have somebody else running it that's not Phil or somebody like that. And I feel like people are trying to mold that into the same thing. And it's really not. Like, this is kind of a separate entity within the Xbox ecosystem. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, Jay. When it was Beam, I used to watch because that was before Mixer was a thing on the Xbox. But I used to watch people on YouTube using Beam, and it was like almost zero latency, like between what they said, asking questions, and then the responses they would get, and the quicks they would get in the chat. And I think when it was Beam, it was better. I don't.
What
I
the
don't
hell
know.
did they do to it?
Yeah, I kind of liked it when it was Beam, to be honest.
I don't know what happened.
But you know, I'm looking through this, and like when this new head, like general manager of Mixer, when she was talking, she was kind of like really being condescending to people. She didn't want to talk about negative feedback. She went on and said blah blah blah, literally. And yeah, they didn't want to talk about anything negative, which is very concerning when, obviously these people have their own concerns to talk about. Hey, I'm seeing people leave, we got questions, can you guys answer them? And they just want them to continue. And while I understand them wanting to stay focused as this organization, this part of Microsoft now, at the same time you should be addressing their needs, especially they put so much money into acquiring talent from Twitch.
Yep.
You look at Ninja, Shroud, they spend millions of dollars trying to attract these people. And then you see something like this, and it's confusing messaging on my end.
Yeah.
So it just kind of makes you wonder, like, normally I take all these things with a grain of salt, but looking at this video, it doesn't seem edited by any means, and just it does seem pretty straightforward
I'm
here.
almost feeling that they're going to have a little change of leadership real quick. I'm just saying, because this is not what Microsoft wants to be. They need to take everybody's opinions and how they feel into consideration, because if they didn't do that, we wouldn't have the Xbox we have now.
Well,
you know
this
what I'm
chick,
saying?
This chick literally says that she's not there to sympathize with anybody.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. Like, that's
a
not the point.
bitch.
That's not the point. And I'm going to tell you right now, because I've been with a company for 12 years. You guys could probably find out where. And I've went from them caring to them doing the same thing. And it's been downhill since then. Okay? Because the employees matter. How they feel matter. You're constantly losing talent, which my company has constantly lost some great talent because of the way they treat people. And then you're going to sit here and be mad about that you don't have the best talent. And maybe it's just because it's Mixer and not Xbox in general. But, it's an isolated incident that they need to fix, because I don't feel like the rest of Xbox is acting that way, or they wouldn't have acquired all these amazing studios. I mean, Obsidian didn't need this, but they went into it. You know what I mean? And these are the type of companies that you look at them, they're so large, like Playground. Playground was already doing Horizon series for them. They didn't have to go into Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I go and say there are good values, but this is one of those negative ones that, the higher ups of the entire company need to go and look at it and say, we can't have this. We can't have this kind of, even feeling of negativity, not necessarily negativity, but the feeling of somebody not caring about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's huge, because in the end, like, when you ignore what your employees are doing, your employees are going to say, I'm going to find somewhere that cares what is going on. And then that's what I feel like, I think they're going to fix this, but I also am worried about Mixer in general, because, you have things like this coming out, and it's like, I do enjoy the platform, even though I don't use it a lot, but at the same time, it's much easier on my Xbox to use than any other platform.
Oh yeah, most definitely, because you can broadcast right from there.
Exactly.
And I want them to succeed. I want them to continue forward. It just, if this is true, and it does seem at least a little bit likely. It doesn't. Either way, this isn't a good look, and I hope they address this. And going forward, obviously, Xbox has a new console coming out next gen, and that's right around the corner. And obviously, I would assume that they have Mixer in mind, for game streaming. That's going to play a huge role. Obviously, it did this gen. going into next gen, I can only imagine what ideas they have going forward, and I want them to fix this. That and to have some kind of competition with Twitch, even though Twitch is a Goliath.
I just think they wasted their money going after Ninja and Shroud. And I didn't know who the hell Shroud was until they.
You know, truly, in my opinion, like the one problem with streaming is that eventually you become stale. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, Ninja and Shroud, like these guys have been around for a long time on Twitch. And I think they you know, they started seeing their followers drop a little bit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
people watching, and they're like, and then Mixer just threw money at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or Microsoft threw money at them, and they're like, oh, this could keep me sustained for a long time.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they're set up now with the money they've made. I mean, they could probably stop streaming and be good for the rest of their lives with as much money that we heard that Ninja got.
Can you imagine being one of those larger streamers on Mixer, and then you hear the announcement of Ninja coming on, Shroud, and it's like you no, really though, it's like then you really work with a fan base on this platform, growing it, and then all of a sudden, Microsoft brings in these large streamers, and it's like, oh damn, how am I gonna grow, right? Because they're taking up all the limelight. They're gonna be promoting them on the right off the bat, and it's on the dashboard.
But you know, that's the same as YouTube. If you take
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same thing.
like even on YouTube, like us little guys, like Retro Renegade, you know, we cater to a very niche market. Okay, but part of that niche market are gamers.
Yeah,
and gamers will go to where they all go. It's kind of like I don't want to say mob mentality, but people seem to flock to the same things because of popularity, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, that's about to happen 15 minutes from now, Jay. Let's just be honest.
that's my point, right? Like, and I'm not trying to make this sound like I'm resentful about it, because I'm not. I understand what we represent, and we don't represent the same thing as what people that are providing news are providing. But it just seems like people only want a certain thing, and they're going to go to that regardless. And, you know what I mean?
But you know what I say? Until they don't anymore, until they're tired of it, until they've heard enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it goes for almost like I'll bring Gears in the example. A lot of people are just tired of it. They're tired of they're either tired of it in one way or they're tired of it in another. Now, yes, it's on Game Pass. Yes, I have people to play. And no, it's not a trash game. But I've been finding myself playing Division more. Like, I used to be fixated on Gears, and now I'm like, I can't earn any characters. I can't do anything that I want. So why not just go play a game I can get all that stuff? Like, I literally had like 20, 30 loot drops in one mission that I did in Division 2. And I'm like, holy crap, look at all this. Piece of candy, piece of candy, piece of candy. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And that's the point. Like, they were rewarding people for doing something. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's some games that just don't do that anymore. You know what I mean? Like, or they don't know how to do it. Like, you got to pay for everything. And that's annoying.
Yeah.
Fastback said, I disagree. Big streamers like Ninja help bring viewers over to Mixer and bring more attention to certain games. I would agree with you, Fastback, if Ninja did play fucking Fortnite every day. He does.
He plays every fucking day. It's so annoying. It really is. Like, I don't watch to do because that's all I'm going to see. It's fucking Fortnite.
And I know there's kids out there. There's a different generation that just thinks Fortnite is the best, and that's what they want to watch. But
there are certain kids out there that only have, like, there are 3 boys on my street. They're all 15 and 16. Each of them have a PS4, and they only have 2 games: Grand Theft Auto and Fortnite.
See, and I think that's part of the problem too, Jay. These big influencers are always playing like stuff like Fortnite. See, when we grew up, we played everything, or we tried different genres.
Well, if we were interested in it, let's be honest, like, there's a lot of people I feel like are pushing themselves to be interested in something, and that annoys the hell out of me. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't interested in it. I didn't freaking play it. Like, I had a Blockbuster down the street. I've told this many times before, and it was all off cover art, to be honest. or for the most part. I mean, yeah, you had your Game Informers. You had you had your magazines out there that could kind of be like, oh, like this game actually does seem interesting if you read the articles. But back then it was like, okay, what's good, what's not? It's just like how I fell out of love with Sega and went to PlayStation eventually, because I'd go in and I'd have the same freaking 100 games that were in this one little part, and then you'd have freaking 200 to 300 that are PlayStation. I go and say, well, I have a lot more to choose from. Why don't I have a PlayStation? You know what I mean? What's going on here?
That's just dumb to me. Like Bomber said, I guess he does. I don't know. I don't keep up with Ninja and his blue hair. I give two shits about that.
I look at him. I look at him as I look at any celebrity. I don't care. Like, why are their lives more important than everyone else around me?
He's not even a celebrity to me, Jay. I'm like, get out of here. But if he's got a contract to play Fortnite, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Let the guy.
I used the wrong word. The new word for celebrity is influencer.
Yeah, influencer.
Oh yes, influencer.
Yes, like, bring him over, pay him the boatloads of cash. But if you want people, you want to expose people to more games and get more gamers over to make sure they need to be playing different games, not just one game all the time, because everybody already knows about Fortnite and their grandmother, and if they're used to watching it on Twitch or wasn't used to watching Ninja to start with, they're not going to go over to Mixer just to watch Ninja play Fortnite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
You know what? Mel is 10 times more entertaining than this Ninja guy.
Yeah.
Oh
yes.
Mel.
Hell yeah.
No,
I completely agree. Agree.
Ninja, no, he's not dumb. He's already made his money, so I mean, he barely has to.
That guy could live off the interest right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said,
he's just playing it out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I think Microsoft. I mean, I understand that. You know, that's why in movies that's why the Rock's and everything, because they're trying to attract different people to certain movies that just love the Rock, but. I don't know. I think Microsoft went in the wrong direction with trying to acquire so-called celebrities to get more people to Mixer, because it's obviously, yes, it might have worked somewhat, but is Mixer taking over Twitch? Hell no. Not anytime. No. Not anytime. Not anytime this year, next year. No, I don't see that.
Well, would you think that as soon as his contract is up with Microsoft, he's going to be back on Twitch?
Oh, fuck yes. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I think so. Like, what's the length of it? Do you guys know?
I have no clue. I haven't heard it.
I heard like 43 million. That sounds like a 8-year contract, something like almost like a football player.
43 million. Seriously?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, that's what I mean. They dropped a shitload of cash.
Well, I'll give you perspective, Jay. Tony Romo just got a contract with CBS for 43 million.
Well,
for
like
7 years.
Fastback just said, streamers who play multiple games don't get views like Fortnite. Well, that's the problem with today's younger or today's generation or today's gaming society in general. Because I know a bunch of kids love Fortnite, but I know there's grown adults that love Fortnite. God help you, I don't know why. but that's what's wrong with the new culture. They get stuck on one thing and that's all they want to play. Fuck that, dude. No, I can't do that. I like variety. Like Saturday, I was playing TT Isle of Man. The sense of speed in that game is insane. I beat A Plague's Tale over the weekend. Great game.
I've been playing that off and on.
I was playing Ninja Gaiden 2.
Me
this
too.
weekend.
I'm playing that off and on as well.
What else? What else did I play? Oh, I've been playing Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay. I stopped playing that one, but I'm playing Division 2.
I haven't played it since me and Dirty played it last Saturday because we didn't game this past Saturday. But Division 2. Yeah. But see, there's a big variety of games that I'll play. I feel like today's society is like, well, I got my one game. Let's just play that for the next 10 years. No, I don't know how people do that.
No, I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Then we go like, you got Warlords of New York just came out, and then they had a kind of like yesterday they jumped the gun. Apparently, they like kind of released it early, and it's been a shit show. And it actually shut down my Xbox a couple times, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So, on top of me losing power the other night, You know, before that,
Is that
I
what
couldn't
happened?
play-
You were on there when you were on the podcast. You lost.
Yeah,
your
yeah. Actually, it scared the shit out of me because a transformer blew up, and
Oh,
it
fuck.
sounded like the world was fucking ending because a fucking big old truck, like it was like a F-350 or something, just decided to take out a power fucking pole, and fucking the transformer literally landed on the ground. I walked down the street, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And sure enough, like the whole dude, like the truck was about to be on fire.
You were
It looked like there
expecting
was
to
just
see
sparks.
zombies jumping on people in yards and stuff.
Yeah, well, no, I
It's the
was like, it's the end.
Transformer.
Like, did a bomb go off?
Let me grab my baseball bat.
Like, dude, I was sitting there and then I was like, oh shit, I didn't charge my fucking laptop. And on top of that, I've never tried to use the Wi-Fi hotspot on my new phone. So I'm like, well, fuck it. Who cares? Like, it is what it is now, you know? But at the same time, it's like, we all think about things in the worst possible way a lot of times. And sometimes they're better. And for once, like, I went back to the division and I said, okay, I'm going to give it another chance. You know what I mean? And I played the beginning before you get to the Warlords part with my buddy. Like, I didn't do the whole level up until I got at least a 25. And finally I was like, okay, I could level up and not worry about it. But I got to the point I was playing under leveled and I was like doing well. And I was like, the balance of this game is really good. Like, you could play with somebody that's way higher level than you and you still enjoy it. And these are things that they've worked on. So, like, you know, maybe tonight, you know, my friend, you know, is going to be probably like hitting me up as soon as I'm done with this podcast. And I'm going to go and try out whatever he wants.
This is not a podcast.
Whatever it is.
This is a bunch of people sitting around bullshit and drinking beer.
But in general, what I'm
sorry.
saying is that I'm intrigued.
What I do not insult podcasts.
What? It could be the other way around, though. That's the point.
No, I don't know, man. That's just I don't watch a lot of streamers, but if you look at some of the top streamers, I'll say on Twitch or say Fortnite, not Fortnite, Mixer, they're playing Fortnite. I'm like, hey, don't you fuckers get tired of seeing this damn game? I mean, come on. I don't get it, man. Maybe it's because I'm from a different generation.
Well, they keep creating new seasons to kind of add to it, right?
Yeah, but it's still the same game.
I get
mean,
it.
It's still Fortnite.
There's
you know what I'm saying?
There's a little more to see, I guess.
Yeah, I guess,
Something
man.
different to see.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't get it. I don't. I never will get Fortnite.
I don't either.
I mean, it's niche to me.
Remember when Fortnite like it launched and nobody wanted to play it, and then it launched with the battle royale version. I was like, oh, everybody's playing it now.
It's not about fighting aliens in the beginning.
It launched with Save the World mode. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And
like
not-
a zombie thing, and then
You had to build. I actually played it. I didn't like that version. I didn't like that version either. I actually bought the damn thing because Xbox and Mel were talking it up. Thanks, guys.
Hmm.
And then and then I played it, didn't like it, and nobody was playing it. And then Fortnite dropped. Like, oh my god, the best thing since sliced fucking bread ever. I'm like, no, that's not. No, I played it. Like, nope. Played. Then I played. What was it? What's the one? PUBG. Played that. It's like, nope.
well, that was the thing. They were one of the first ones to be like, okay, PUBG's out. You know what? We're gonna release this free mode. They were one of the first ones to do it.
Yeah.
And it just really gained traction. And you know what? I mean, it does have competent controls. The graphics, I mean, they're adequate. They're nice and bright. They're very friendly.
Cartoony. Hello. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
play this game, but they're cartoony graphics.
They're cartoony.
But and that's fair. That's fine. Nothing. And I'm not knocking. I'm just saying. But it just it was out there. It was one of the first, like not the first one to do it, but like it definitely helped that it was free at first, and everybody was playing PUBG, this paid game. It was gaining a lot of traction at the time, and yeah, it definitely took the wind out of that because it had competent controls. It can't, obviously Epic was like, okay, we'll do something with this, and it caught fire, and boy, did it ever start like just growing. Wow, I'm shocked, to be honest.
Me
shocked.
too. I am too. I don't understand the craze with it, dude. There's Fortnite toys and plushies, and God, there ain't no telling. There's probably stuff out there that product-wise I've never seen with Fortnite on. What is it? Fortnite tampons and the rubbers and I mean,
Fortnite tampon. What's up, crazy gamer?
They got toys for it with like guys in banana costumes.
Oh, dude,
It's
the
like,
toy.
what is this?
I'm a professional toy hunter, by the way. Fortnite has most of the fucking toy aisle. That's crazy, dude. You go to the clothing department, yeah, Fortnite everywhere. Especially the toy department. That's crazy, man.
Is it really that bad, or not
Yeah,
bad? But is it really that
it's huge?
Fortnite condoms be the first finisher.
I mean, in Canada here, the EB Games is full of Fortnite stuff.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
Was there ever a game in our childhood that caught fire like Fortnite did? Can you guys remember? I don't think so.
GTA 5 did
not
good.
really.
No, not even like the game we're playing. The Super's playing on that Final Fantasy 7. People love this game. There's huge Final Fantasy fans of all of them out there, and I don't remember it catching on.
But you know what?
Yeah, but you didn't have social media or anything.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
let's be honest.
We
You're
didn't
right.
have the social media. It's so true.
I think Street Fighter
this
2
wasn't
would've caught on
when
was
we were
online.
kids, but I do believe that the other game that was very popular with kids was Grand Theft Auto 5.
Fastback said Mario.
I'll give it. Yes, Mario. Everybody knew Mario, but
Super Mario.
it still took way more time for it to blow up and become a household name. It took many years for it to become like everybody knew Mario, because there was no social media. But Fortnite, holy shit! Within a year, everybody knew what Fortnite was. Even parents, grandparents, I'm like, it's everywhere, in your face. Mario was. I mean, it took years for Mario or even Sonic to do that.
I still don't know anyone who's ever beaten Super Mario 3. Have any of you guys ever beaten it?
Nope, not me.
It's the hardest game on the planet, I think.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Yeah.
I can't remember, Jay.
And beat on the
Evolve.
Switch now. You gotta have that freeze time save or whatever, the rewind button.
Yeah, but that's not on the in the arcade or in the virtual arcade, is it?
No, it's
Do you have
just
that
in
option?
the the thing that comes with the online shit.
Yeah,
You just
I didn't
if
realize
you
you
fall
could
down
do-
a hole,
yeah.
just rewind it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Dragon. You may say Dragon Ball, but is Dragon Ball Dragon Ball as big as Fortnite is now?
Wait, what about Pokemon? Wasn't that a
Pokemon was pretty popular.
Yeah, Pokemon was pretty big. Yeah, I'll give it that. But I've never been a Pokemon fan.
But still,
I've
that
never played
whole
one.
the whole social media aspect of it really exploded Fortnite.
It did.
If we had that back in the day with Pokemon and all that, and the same stuff that kids and teens like have now, then yeah, I mean, it would have probably like Pokemon was huge even without that stuff. So I can just imagine how it would have been with it. Like,
Fastback says Street Fighter Mortal. Yes, they have it, but it's taken them years to get to where, literal years and years for Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter to become a household name. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but Jago, imagine if Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter 2 had an online mode.
Oh, of
Back
course.
at that
Back then.
It would have helped a lot.
Yeah, it would have blew up. But Street Fighter 2 when it came out, it was new, and nobody played the first one. Let's be honest. It was called Street Fighter or Fighting Street on the TurboGrafx.
No, okay, yeah, but it was Street Fighter, so I played in the arcade.
Yeah, it was Street Fighter, and you had Ken and Ryu. That was your only characters. Ryu was your left stick, Ken was your right stick.
Yeah.
But it took years for those franchises to become like household names. And how long have those Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat been around? A long time.
Long time.
Fortnite blew up within a year to where everybody almost on the freaking planet knew what it was.
Right.
I don't know. I remember when Street Fighter came out, there was a video store or rental place that had a Street Fighter arcade. You could not find a quarter
Every
fucking in
pizza
my
place.
house. Yeah, you couldn't find a quarter in my house anywhere, dude. I stole all the change my parents had, dude. I fucking played. Played that game.
Fastback's right. So your house on the arcade, yes, but still, like fighting games, even back then, fighting games were niche. I mean, I was a fighting game. I loved fighting games. One of the coolest arcades I ever ran into was Street Fighter 2, Dirty J's old avatar on Twitter.
Yep.
But a lot of people were not fighting game fans, and there's a lot of people that are still not fighting game fans.
Thank God, like I was
how
hooked on
many-
fighting games right away.
Oh, I loved it.
How many people? I mean, let's put it this way: how many people went to the movie theater and saw Street Fighter the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme? Not many, because it was a flop. And they had Raul Julia in it, for Christ's sake.
Hey, I went to the theaters and saw Mortal Kombat. That movie
I
was
did
fucking
too.
badass, dude.
Want to hear something crazy? I went and saw it twice in the theater.
Oh,
I even bought the soundtrack.
The soundtrack's amazing.
Oh man, you went all out.
It's one of the best soundtracks ever.
Yes, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Got freaking Fear Factory in it, man.
Mortal Kombat. Fuck yeah, dude. I went
Yeah,
to
I love
the movie
that
theater.
soundtrack.
I went to the movie theater and saw the Street Fighter the movie. I went to the movie theater and saw Mortal Kombat, the first one. I didn't see the second one because I'm glad
I
it
didn't
was
see the second one in
it was
theater either.
it was shit show compared to the first one.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that was like that was a niche thing. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people wasn't more into fighting games. And still, to this day, there's not a huge. I mean, yes, it's bigger than what it was. Because you have actual fighting
While
game
we're
tournaments.
talking about fighting games, just saying.
Let's play some Pit Fighter.
Oh
no, Pit
Dirty
Fighter.
J, we have a special
Dirty J will,
surprise for you.
but he will unsubscribe if you do.
This is the game of all games.
Yeah.
Oh man, oh my god, how time flies! I gotta go. It was nice.
We want to explain why this
I'll be
game's
back
so good.
next year.
At least play the arcade version.
Yes, at least play the
I
arcade.
don't have the arcade. We gotta play the best version, the Super Nintendo version.
Oh no,
Man, the
no,
one that I had.
No, you want to be honest? The best version was probably the Sega Genesis version. That's the one I had. It looked way better than that one. Believe it or
Crap
not.
game is a crap game.
Play Way of the Warrior and do a decapitation.
I don't have a 3DO in here. I'm kicking his ass off. Look at these graphics.
I know.
Dirty J, how could you not be proud of this game?
Dirty J actually told me. I asked him not this past Saturday for last week, because we were game on Saturday nights. And I was like, Dirty, you got to tell me the story why you despise Pit Fighters so bad. And he told me, so I understand. I understand.
Well, it's already
look
over.
at it. Just look at it.
Do you need any other explanation?
Yeah, I don't have to say anything else. Just look at it.
Case closed.
You know what? I think it made pretty decent money in the arcade though, because it was in that era of like digitized fighters and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I played it in the arcade. I'm not gonna lie to you. I played in the arcade and I was like, damn, it's pretty cool. I think it was at Walmart. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we remember when Walmart's had a bunch of arcades out in the
entrance or
the entrance,
Mhm.
and I liked it because I was a fan of the digitized things because of Mortal Kombat. I ain't gonna lie, but I could never beat it.
If there's one thing I learned from Pit Fighter is don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Okay, Pit Fighter, be gone.
Yeah, Dirty's like, Mortal Kombat, what is this? Pit Fighter, this might be pretty cool. Oh no, you fucked me. Can't get my money back.
Yeah, but he's traumatized for the rest of his life after
Yeah.
that. It's tough.
Still to this
It is
day,
tough.
still to this day, when I play Pit Fighter, I play with the same one I played with back then. What's his name? The Ty, the guy, not the strong guy, not the little short Asian dude, the middle one. Is that Ty? Not
Wait,
Buzz.
you play it to this day?
I played it not till like 2 weeks ago on my arcade cabinet. It's the arcade version. I'd never beat it, Dirty. I'd never beat it, so I played it to beat it.
Now
Yo,
here's
that-
a classic right here.
All right, let's see.
Oh yes, Yobi, brother. I know. Spawn comes out this month. I know. That's the reason why
Finally.
I bought the $100 version just for. I mean, yes, the other characters were cool too, but I bought it for Spawn, brother. Yes, I am super hyped. I don't know what date it is. Have they said what date?
I don't
looked in a
either.
while.
I really don't know.
What's funny is I'm actually playing MK11 right now.
Nice. I love Shang Tsung. He's probably the best Shang Tsung out of any Mortal Kombat in Mortal Kombat 11. Shout out, Dad.
Yeah, I just played him and I beat him with Sonya. You literally just took the words out of my mouth.
Shout out to Daz. He hates Mortal Kombat 11. But
Jago, according to me looking it up, it says March 8th.
yes, that's right. Oh shit,
That's
you're
coming
right.
up.
You're right. It was March 8th. I had forgot. Damn, what is that? What's the day? 3rd?
Yeah, well, that would make it Sunday.
Sunday? No, that can't be right. No. It's March 8th if you got the $100 version.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah. You get the character a week free. If you remember, you got Shang Tsung early before everybody else, like I did.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. I forgot.
Super. Am I witnessing what I think I'm witnessing? You're playing the actual Super Nintendo version of this this game. The Sega Genesis game is 10 times better than this.
We'll do a comparison.
It was the same thing with.
There's no comparison.
It was the same thing with Pit Fighter 2, Jay. Not to bring that back up, Dirty, but I mean, look at look them up side by side.
I'm gonna boot up the Sega Genesis version.
Okay.
I had this on PC.
Really?
Yeah, this and Lion King.
I like Lion King.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
I gotta close my house door. Like my wife's not home, so she said you gotta keep the door open so the dogs.
Jesus, Jay.
Yeah.
He's got a
dog
kennel.
really wants some beer.
He's got a kennel in there.
Graphic God's Dogs is coming to the podcast. Everyone duck.
Hey, March 8th.
Look out,
Holy
Jago.
Shit. I am super excited.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Yeah, that's Sunday, man.
He even got his super voice on. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I closed the door.
Your dog's taking a dump on the podcast. Graphic God.
Oh, he's pissing on me. Think of corpse. No.
I think my wife just came home. That's why they're barking.
Hey, hold on, Crispy. I'm getting a call that Flo is coming in for another interview.
Oh,
make up, Crispy.
Fastback said that song triggered the dogs.
Makeup. Crispy's doing makeup. Good. Get her ready.
Don't touch her for a long time like you were doing earlier either. Make
Crispy.
it all uncomfortable.
Ah, shit. God damn it.
Rubber there. Yes, rubber right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, please don't hang up on us. We need to do an interview. She hung up again. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna try Aladdin on the Sega Genesis and see if I can spot any differences.
Really? Spotting difference? It's almost like night and day.
I think I only played it.
Looked myself.
I think I only played it on Nintendo.
Really?
Am I in for greatness awaits?
I played it on Sega Genesis. I never played it on Super Nintendo.
Arabian Nights.
Like I told you before, I don't buy multiple copies of games. Shout out to you guys who like buy 7 copies of one game.
Oh, he's got a sword.
Shout out to the guys who will buy it on multiple systems.
I don't do that.
Why?
I don't
play
know.
the game on the same system.
I don't know.
I got Division 2 just because it was $3.
Well, the Division 2, I can understand it, $3, but these people
$3. That's different.
They'll buy a $60 game. They'll buy the same $60 game they bought last week, this week, because they want to play it on the same system or to support the developer. No, I want to support my fucking wallet, and I want to buy other games. I'm sorry.
Fuck, I fell.
I mean, I like games, but Jesus Christ, there's like a.
Me too.
There's a line I draw.
Me too. Jay, I'm right there with you, brother. I've always been that way as a kid, as a young adult. I'm like, well, this is available on this system. I'm like, I already played it on that system, so why am I going to buy it there? I don't do that because I'm looking forward to the game I haven't played that I haven't purchased yet. Or maybe I'm crazy.
Well, you're right.
I don't know. I thought I was weird.
Maybe
this is
people
100 times better.
Maybe people like getting
God,
trophies, achievements, and trophies or something. I don't
like
know.
this game looks like it was animated by Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a better version of Super. If you can't see that, you need to get your eyes checked.
It's different, but
don't say okay. Super. Just admit when you're wrong.
What am I supposed to do with this genie?
Kill him.
Look at Aladdin. What are you doing, Aladdin? Stop that. Don't do that in public, please. He's headbanging.
Throw your apples at him.
Someone sing Metallica or something.
Okay, look, Yobi said I bought Mass Effect on the Xbox twice.
Imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror. I cannot live. I cannot die. Touch myself. Body my holding down there.
Look, Yobi said I bought Mass Effect on Xbox twice, second copy of the trilogy to keep as a trophy unopened with it Andromeda. Yeah, I got that. But there's guys out there you hear on podcasts all the time, like multiple different podcasts saying, like, I bought this game on the PlayStation, I bought this game on Xbox, I bought it on the Atari, I'm like, well, why? I'm being facetious, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Yeah.
I bought Shinobi a bunch of times.
I
don't
watched
know.
Shinobi lots of times too. Because I'm a Shinobi freak.
The only game I've actually, and this was a fluke. I've got, believe it or not, I'm a big fan, but I still wouldn't have done it. I got Titanfall 2. I've told you this guy. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
this
I know
story.
the story. Mhm.
Yeah, I've got it twice because I ordered the collector's edition from Amazon and for Xbox, and they sent me the fucking PlayStation version. I was pissed. So the day it launched, I bought the digital version so I could play it on Xbox, and I still have the hard copy of Titanfall 2 still in its wrapper.
Yeah, I remember that, Jago. That was, I mean, you know, I'd be pretty ticked too, but at the same time, it's just like too funny. Like,
Yeah, I know what some people's opinions on subscriptions are, but does anyone else here subscribe to EA Access?
No.
Nope.
And the reason why I do, I'll tell you why I do, is because it's $30 Canadian, 30 something Canadian, which is
So that's 100.
which is half of a game, and I
Jeez.
get all of their games plus I get the new hockey game because I play a lot of NHL, and I got Titanfall, and I got a bunch of games that I've never played before, but I get all those games for less than the price of half of the price of one game.
Graphic out, you can go to five and below and get Titanfall 2 for $5.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
Isn't it
someone tweet Xbot448, tell them Battletoads was on.
the thing here is in Canada, like games are like $15, $20 more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
80 bucks.
I'm talking $80 after tax.
Yeah.
For a game.
So that you're paying like $40 for a game. I mean, for half that game.
And it's for per year. And I'm not only getting that game, I'm getting a bunch of other games that I've never played.
Do you play all of them?
I don't play them all, but even if I play 2 games, I'm still in the green.
You're still ahead.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, you're still winning.
I would subscribe to EA Access, but man, with what would I know the people look at my gamer score and go, oh, it's only got 70,000. I've had multiple different accounts, and I've forgot or lost the email, forgot the email. This one is the one I made sure I remembered, so I still got it. But I've always
Jago, if anyone is worried about your gamer score, then they're douchebags.
Oh, I know.
They have too much time on their hands.
My gamer score is low as shit. It's like 12,000. Like
I don't give a shit about gamer score.
I love comparing gamer scores. Hey,
come on. That's my gamer. That's my gamer Twitter street credibility there. Like,
yeah,
come
no
on now.
shit. Gamer
score.
High gamer score does not make you a real gamer. Let's just put it that way.
Makes you a better one, motherfucker. I'm just kidding.
Let's put it this way. If I had achievements or trophies from every console I've ever owned and all the games I've ever played, I'd have a 3 million gamer score right now.
Exactly. And arcade cabinet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
That's bragging rights. Hey, did you see Controla's coming to PS Plus shitty subscription?
Do you think that's the reason why they didn't put it on Gold right away? They didn't put it on Game Pass right away?
What's that?
Because
they probably were going to put it on Game Pass, but then they were probably told, "Oh, we can't do that because PlayStation already has it on Plus for the month of whatever." So they had to put a delay on it.
What game are you talking about?
Control.
Oh, Control. Don't get me started with Control. That game pissed me off, and I haven't been back. I actually bought that damn game, and I haven't been back to it. Quantum Break is 10 times better. I can tell you that right now.
But they're different games.
I almost want to go through and play Quantum Break again.
Oh my god, you haven't played it?
It's a good
Amazing.
game.
No, I have. I played it.
The story of
TV
that game is awesome. Like if you like time travel.
Yeah.
I like the TV show too.
Like
I thought it was fantastic.
I've said this before. Quantum Break, the visuals in Control are so bland and boring. You're stuck inside of a building, and then you don't get hardly any of the story because they want you to read all that crap. And I'm not about reading in a video game. Tell me or let me experience it. I'm sorry. I will pick up lore and I'll start reading it. I'm like, I'll skip it. You know, I'll put it down.
I read everything.
The only negative I can say about Quantum Break was the final boss was cheap as fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was. I just went through it again probably a month ago, and believe it or not, Jay, I actually had an easier time with it this time.
Well, because you out all the time and learn how to beat them.
Yeah, I mean, but the game is so good. You actually get to go outside in Quantum Break. You're not stuck inside of a concrete building all the time.
Now, the thing I love about Quantum Break, and this goes for Alan Wake as well, like Remedy games, is that there's so many little details in there that I snoop around, I read, like, you know, all the little notes. And like they even have, like, again, alluding to Alan Wake, they got like little like hints and everything, like scribbled on a chalkboard, or like even just like little video segments.
Fucking Easter eggs everywhere.
That's what I love about Quantum Break. See, the thing with Alan Wake, it was on the chalkboard. I could see it. I didn't have to go digging for it or pick up a random file in the back of a file cabinet to find it. Like the Easter egg from Quantum Break was in one of the rooms that you would most likely. You would absolutely, you had to go through that room and then look at the chalkboard. You can see blah 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 blah, and then Quantum Break was in there. I read that.
My one
Alan Wake.
My one setback with Quantum Break, though, is that I like a lot of stuff about it. I do like the action and I like the powers, but I wish they gave you more scenarios where you're actually, like, you know, in gunfights and stuff, because
they should have given a horde mode in that game.
Yeah.
That would have been amazing.
Look, Battletoads versus Double Dragon. This is funny.
Oh, I love that game. Oh, that's amazing.
I put this on Twitter a couple weeks ago. I said I'd love to see a game with the time powers from Quantum Break and time travel from Quantum Leap. I got a huge response, like a pretty good response to that. Dude, could you imagine that?
That'd be pretty awesome.
It just pisses me off that that's a game people ragged on and it didn't sell very well, but it was an awesome game.
Quantum Leap? What the fuck is that?
Oh my God!
You never seen Quantum Leap?
Kick him off the podcast.
Shut up, Super.
Is that a TV show?
Yeah.
Scott Bakula, man. Come on.
Bakula, man.
Dean Stockwell. You know Dean Stockwell? Oh my God.
Amazing show.
Corpse, go over to his house and slap him right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Beat that man with a piece of steak.
Hey, maybe I got good taste. You're the one who thinks the new Terminator movie's better than Genesis. So I'm just saying.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
Hey, Genesis is pretty low on the totem pole, so
I love Genesis.
I watched the new Terminator movie because you guys
liked it.
Praised it, and it was terrible.
Thank you.
Terrible.
I didn't mind it at all. I liked it.
It was horrible.
Testify.
I actually enjoyed the new Terminator movie.
I did too.
There was this really cringy part in it.
Which part?
Was it too woke for you? It was too woke.
Oh my God!
Look! I enjoyed Genesis. Don't get me wrong, but I enjoyed the new Terminator movie better. I did.
I like Genesis.
The only thing that kind of made me cringe at the new Terminator movie was when they did the CG. Like I'm a graphics guy, right?
Yeah.
And I look closely at this stuff. Like there are movies that do it way better. Why couldn't they have done it that good?
Yeah,
Why couldn't they make Arnie look like young Arnie? Why couldn't they make?
I thought the graphics looked good in it.
No, you could tell.
There was some parts where they kind of looked cringy.
And it didn't seem right. And when they showed John Connor as a kid, you could still tell.
I didn't notice. I thought he looked pretty good.
No.
I'll take the new Terminator Resistance game over those movies any day.
That game looks good, man.
What? He-Man's in the window.
What you showed of that?
Yeah, I want to play. What was that? $30 Invader?
Well, it was still full price when I got it. I took kind of a gamble, but wait for
throw the dynamite
wait for a
back
sale.
Pick up
Wait
the
for a
dynamite
sale.
out the door.
It's not that good then. That's what he's saying.
Well, no, it's just a campaign. So
I watched his review on it, and he said, I mean, if you're a huge Terminator fan, pick it up.
Yeah.
But if you're so-so, just wait.
Well, just because it's like average graphics,
Yeah.
and like it has a lot of averageness to it in some respects. Plus, it only has the campaign. But honestly, if you're a hardcore Terminator fan, if you're like really into shooters, it is actually a really fun, decent game, and it actually has like some characters you care about, and it has some surprises in there too. So it's actually worth a full playthrough.
Well, no, I was super excited to watch Dark Fate because Graphic God and Jago had me all pumped up. They're like, "This movie's great."
It was great.
It was horrible,
Not
man.
so
I just
much.
thought it was decent. It was horrible.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed the movie. If I had never seen a Terminator movie before that, I still would have enjoyed it. But one thing that made me enjoy it even more is because it like went from Terminator 2 direct to Terminator Dark Fate. It's like they wiped out all those other Terminator movies. This was the actual third one, and they tied those other two movies into it.
Because you have to admit, Terminator 3 with the female Terminator, that wasn't very good.
Oh yeah, with I can't think for his name now, but yeah, the blonde chick. Yeah.
Claire Danes.
No. He's talking about the female Terminator.
Claire Danes. Oh, he's going porno star status on this shit.
I don't know, guy. Like, I'll admit it wasn't like the greatest, but like, I don't know. Like, to me personally, in comparison, at least it connects in some way. Like, there's some kind of continuity with it, Terminator 3, whereas the other ones just kind of throw like everything into like, just up in the air.
I'll give you that because they were trying to end the trilogy. You know what I'm saying? So they did tie in like some from the previous two movies to it, and you still had Arnold in there, and you had John Connor, and they pretty much tried to end the trilogy there. I didn't mind it. I actually went to the movie theater and saw it. I didn't walk away mad that I paid to see it.
Which was the one where John Connors was the bad guy?
That was
Genesis.
Genesis. Yeah, Genesis.
That wasn't very good.
No.
Like I actually look. I'm a Terminator guy. I've enjoyed all of them to a certain extent. Like, remember the one where the guy who was what's his name? He actually didn't know he was a Terminator.
Yeah. Isn't it?
What he was in
Salvation.
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 One with Christian Bale was
Yes.
John Connor.
Oh, that's right.
I enjoyed that one.
Salvation was a bad movie. Like, a lot of people shit on it, and I was like,
No.
"This is the worst movie I've ever."
Salvation isn't terrible. It's not like, again, it's like in between, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, but they were.
Yeah, but I've seen War of the Worlds with Keanu Reeves, and that shit was stupid as fuck.
Yeah, that movie was pretty bad, dude.
Keanu?
Yeah, that's
No,
one of the worst.
You mean Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
I like that
Cruise.
movie.
No, there's a movie that
Not
Keanu
War of the
did.
Worlds.
Oh, you're talking about the day the
No,
Earth stood still.
Yeah.
Still.
That movie was bad.
That's the one that was based on that old ass radio show back in the 50s,
Hey,
right?
the old one is good. I like that. Well, then again, I'm kind of nostalgic back to that era of filming.
You talking about the original movie?
Yeah, the original movie.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole thing was based on the radio show from back in the 40s. Though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look, hey, Invader, how's this Terminator stack up to the one you played? Take a
Oh,
look.
Monkey's in the chat. Hey, Monkey.
Monkey
Hi,
Punch.
Monkey. You can
Oh,
join
man.
if you want.
Is this the one for the Sega CD?
No, that's like
Oh, yeah.
Sega Master System.
Hey, I'd play it. Why not? And while you're at it, put on like RoboCop versus Terminator.
Oh,
That's so good.
What is
Good
that,
game.
arcade?
Even the Sega one's good.
I think it was on the SNES, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Is it a Saturn version or is it a Sega CD version? I played it 1 week.
What is it called?
I think it was
RoboCop versus Terminator.
Robo versus Terminator.
This looks like Commando or something. This don't even look like Terminator. Okay, let's get out of
Why is
this.
he fighting humans?
I don't know. Sega or Super Nintendo, you said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was for the Super Nintendo.
RoboCop versus Terminator?
Correct.
Okay. Or
did you guys ever play Terminator 3: The Redemption or on the original Xbox? I thought that one was good.
only Terminator game I played was that one at the arcade where you shoot.
Yeah,
people.
me too.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's really-
I have that in my arcade machine, but I don't have the gun. I have to use the sticks, arcade sticks.
Can you get a gun attachment?
I probably could because there's all kinds of different attachments on the Raspberry Pi.
Virgin Games.
If I had one of those things, man, I'd be blowing the bank on that shit.
I mean, there's a list of light gun games. You'd have to get a sensor for the light gun, but I'm sure I could hook it to the Raspberry Pi.
What about Laserdisc games like the original Dragon Slayer and Cliffhanger? And
They'll
those
have,
games?
they'll have that on your naughty stick. Have you gotten that yet?
I haven't gotten it because I can't get the same one you got, and I don't want to buy a cheap one.
They're all pretty cheap.
I might have to get you to ship one to me.
Alrighty. What, order the same one?
Yeah.
It's the same one you've got. Yours is one stick, right?
Correct.
See, they're trying to sell me like 4 sticks.
No, you just want the 128 gigabyte one.
Don't you want 4 sticks though?
On the Canadian
Four is
Amazon.
better than one.
It's 3 more.
Wait,
Four of them.
Flow is in this game. It says Flow activates something. I'll see what I can do. We'll talk about it later. On the down low, yo. They're all pretty cheap. It's like $19 for 7,000
Yeah, but I'll
games.
send you the shipping and stuff. But in Canada, I can't get it, and I can't buy from American. It won't ship to Canada from the American Amazon.
Can I plug that into my NVIDIA Shield?
No, it's
Probably
just meant
not.
for PlayStation. This classic thing. I don't think you can plug it in the Genesis Mini either.
No, you don't need the Genesis. The Genesis Mini, you download, what's it called, Project Lunar, and you can put everything on that. It's simple. If you ever get yourself a Genesis Mini, I'll walk you through it. I'll get you all the games you want in a half hour.
Drop
All
it.
You're coming with me.
Why is it so dark?
There you go.
RoboCop can't see shit.
Oh yeah, this brings me back. Wow.
RoboCop fell down a hole.
Which was the one that was really bloody? There was one of them that was like super bloody.
Oh, I just shot a chick.
Like you would shoot people and they turn into a bloody mist.
That I don't know.
It was a RoboCop game. I can't remember what system it was on.
They used to straight up shoot chicks on this and stuff.
That's sexist.
Remember when video games didn't care about shit about being politically correct about everything?
Yeah.
And the freedom.
The good old days.
That's why Mortal Kombat exists.
Exactly. No, I still have it in my collection. My original Xbox collection. It's called Terminator 3: The Redemption on the OG Xbox. I actually really enjoyed that game.
I've been seeing a lot of people posting on Twitter, what games would you like to have remade? And nobody is talking about the Riddick games. The Riddick games were amazing.
Fantasy Star.
I'm gonna be a fraud, and I'm not sound like a fraud, but I never beat any of the. I played them, but I got bored of them for some reason.
Really? Even Riddick 1? Riddick 2 I got bored with, but I played it.
Yeah.
Riddick 1 was awesome.
And believe it or not, I was a fan of Pitch Black. You know,
It's because the story in it was so good. It was just like the movie, man.
Well, you know, I was probably playing something else, or was another game because we've all had backlogs, and it probably didn't capture me from right to start with. So I went on to something else.
It was like the first game that I think I've ever played that really captured a first-person shooter that captured me with its graphics and gameplay at the same time.
Well, the first one was called what? Just
Escape from Butcher Bay.
Escape from Butcher Bay. Yeah, you know what? I think I might have even played it on the demo disc, or I rented it, but I know I never beat it. And then there was a second one. What was that one called? I don't even know.
It's called I've got it on my shelf. Hold on a second. I'll get the disc.
Let's see what Virtual Boy looks like on here.
I hear people talking about that.
Oh, Virtual Boy.
Vin Diesel voiced both of them.
What game from Virtual Boy?
I remember that.
Okay.
Mario Tennis.
The second was called Assault on Dark Athena.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is that the 360 disc also had an up-res version of the original game from the OG Xbox.
I don't know what it was, Dan. I guess like I said, maybe I rented it or I played it on a demo disc. Remember when we used to have demo discs that came in magazines back in the day?
I wouldn't even mind a remaster.
You're witnessing the first steps into virtual reality.
Boy.
The red and black screen.
It's so amazing.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at Mario.
And guess what?
It's coming right at me.
And guess what? It doesn't look like it's in virtual reality.
That's true.
Because virtual reality doesn't work on a TV. You can't experience how cool virtual reality is by looking at a video or looking at a game without being in the world itself.
Hey, Jay's graphic god's a believer now.
We used to sell these at Software Etc. I think GameStop bought them.
Yep.
Who didn't GameStop buy back in the day?
Yeah, exactly.
That's true.
When I worked there, we sold these things.
Because back in our day,
Actually, we never sold them, but
you got them in the store. They sell on the shelf.
They didn't sell though.
I can tell you, Creeper. I saw this, and I was a gaming fan, and I was like, that looks like a fucking joke. Even as a kid, I was like, nah, no. I'm like, it sits on a tripod. You got to put your face in it. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, my girlfriend's brother, he's got one, and it's just so
awesome. Virtual Boy.
It's pretty bad, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Yeah.
I'll say that it's awkward. Everything's red.
Red, yeah. I was like, that's not gonna pull me into whatever this virtual reality is when everything's red, and then I gotta because the tripod it was on was looked like maybe a foot tall, so I gotta have a space where it's like up comfortable in my face. I'm like,
they used the word virtual reality, but it was really just 3D, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's all it was. It had, some depth to it, but nothing mind blowing. But I guess at the time, but from what I remember, I think they wanted quite a bit for it when it first came out.
I'm sure it was like $200 or $300.
Yeah, and then probably about 6 months later, they were being liquidated for like $80 or.
Yeah, no, couldn't do it.
This is what we need on Switch is a new WarioWare game. I love WarioWare.
These are a bunch of mini games, aren't they?
Yeah, like super quick mini games.
Super quick mini games. That sounds like Saturday night.
No, WarioWare games are pretty fun. Yeah, they were very popular on the Wii, and I don't know, they were like short mini games. They're wacky, but I don't know. I always found them kind of fun.
When they were on the Wii, they called them shovelware.
Oh yes.
Oh my. Yeah, back in '95, the Virtual Boy cost $180.
Wow.
No.
I remember renting that, and man, that thing was awkward. Oof.
That's what I'm saying. Looking at it right now, I mean, it has a stand that looks like it's a foot tall, so you'd have to have it somewhere where you're comfortable leaning your head into it. Then it came with some weird ass looking controller that's attached to it. That was always doomed to fail.
It wasn't a console; it was a tripod.
Yeah, it was a tripod.
And then they upgraded us to cardboard. Thanks, Nintendo.
Nintendo's always done their own thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, the ingenuity I like, but at the same time, like it's wacky, it's creative. I like it in that sense. But man, do they ever think outside the ballpark for no reason whatsoever?
Yeah, no shit. Like I put on Twitter a couple weeks ago, like, I don't need Nintendo. I'm not a Nintendo fan anymore. I'd rather play their old stuff, and that's the truth. But if Nintendo, and this may sound like I'm just because I'm an older guy and I grew up with Nintendo with how I grew up with Nintendo, how they were. I'm being honest, if Nintendo had actually come out with a traditional console, I would have seriously thought about buying it as a not day one, but I would have bought it if it was a traditional console as like a secondary or even a third console to play like Mario or something like or Donkey Kong on.
That's why I like my Switch, because it is
Mm.
my second console, and I always have it plugged into the television.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I mean, I might pick one up if they come out with a Switch Pro
Right.
that we've been hearing about. When the original Switch, I won't ever buy a Switch Lite. No, because I'm not a.
No,
I'm
I
not
won't buy a Switch Lite.
No, that's just stupid.
I think
But-
they'll have an upgraded Switch, but I think it'll come after the new Xbox and the new PlayStation.
So maybe they'll. You're saying you think they might have an announcement after E3.
Maybe like a year after, something like that, because like the games that they put on there, like it's impressive what publishers and developers have been able to put up. Like
it is,
because you have like Doom 2016, like the Wolfensteins, it's like even Skyrim, for example. Like even it goes back last gen, but still like like it's a sizable game regardless. And you got a few other big games on there from big publishers, and it's like they are pushing that console to the limit as it is. And if you're going to continue having like these really large games come out and we have next gen on the horizon, I can't help but think that they're going to have a more beefed up console, like a beefed up Switch down the line, in order to compete with that, in order to just get more people into the Switch ecosystem as well. Because eventually they're not going to be able to fit games on that thing, or not fit, but be able to just have games playable on it.
No, oh yeah, of course. Like it's like if I bought a Switch, I would never, ever, ever take it out the dock, because even if like I'm in the living room and say it was in there, and I wanted to play a game on the TV, and just say, like I said, it was in there, and my old lady's watching something, I would always come in here in the game room and play something on my Xbox or my PlayStation.
And I like my Switch. I like the games I have for it. Admittedly, I haven't like played much on it recently, but I really enjoy their exclusives. The issue is, I'm browsing like through their store, and I constantly have to sign into it. Like there's a lot of annoyances with the Switch ecosystem.
I still have the same issue that I have with every game system I buy, is the fact that I barely have enough time to play one.
Yes, exactly. That's another thing.
How can I commit to two?
All you gotta do is put in Zelda Breath of the Wild, and you're good.
Well, look, that's my problem. That's my problem too, Jay. I barely have enough time to play any games during the week. Thank God I only use my PlayStation for exclusives. So I can let it rest for months at a time, so I can concentrate on my Xbox, where I've been home. That's my home, has been my home since the original Xbox, pretty much. And so that's where I concentrate most of my time when I do have free time.
Right.
But I couldn't imagine. I mean, having a third system to buy games for, or even try to fit the time in for.
No. I mean, me even having a second system was a real stretch for me.
Dude, that's why I said I'm glad I only play their exclusives, because I don't have the time as it is now to constantly game. You know what I'm saying?
And here's a funny thing. Now that I've got VR, I've been trying VR stuff all the time too, and that's taking up a small bit of my time. So my backlog is never going away.
Your backlog's never going away, Jay, unless you stop buying games.
Yeah, I came to that realization for me too. It's just not going to go away.
Your backlog will be forwards compatible.
Yes,
Will always be
thank
with
God
you.
for that.
Yeah, thank God for that, Dirty. Holy shit. Like, I'll be honest, I bought Resident Evil 2 Remake beginning of last year.
I never finished it either.
And I still haven't finished that damn thing.
No, me neither.
It's a great game.
I just finally got the third medallion the other day.
So I'm like, and then people like, the new Resident Evil 3 is coming out, what, next month or this month or whatever it is? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah,
I'm not buying that day one.
I'm not buying that. No.
No, I'm not buying that day one. I can't. I know. There's no
Hey,
way.
isn't PlayStation the one with Ridge Racer?
Yes.
I gotta see what Ridge Racer. I never even.
Racer.
I never even see. Is it on PlayStation 1?
It's on PlayStation 1.
I gotta
Yeah, it's one of the original games on the PS1 Mini.
Well, I actually had that with my original PlayStation. I think it was like a launch title, wasn't it? Back then.
No idea.
I want to say it was. It's been a long time. I actually enjoyed that racing that franchise. At the time,
same here.
I enjoyed Project Gotham Racing too, but
Oh,
that's
I
not,
love that on the Dreamcast.
yeah, that's not here nor there anymore either.
If I had one game to be backwards compatible, it would be. You guys all have to pick a game. Mine would be.
What do you mean?
What was that? Gotham City Imposters.
Oh,
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay, next person pick a game.
Backwards compatible? What do you mean with this generation?
Yeah, from the 360 to the
Oh.
Xbox One.
Oh shit.
I already got mine. I asked for it or I wished for it, and they made it, and you can play it now. Metal Gear Solid: Rise and Revenge. It's probably the best Metal Gear I've ever played.
And I finished it in back compat.
I finished it back in the day, and I've finished it multiple times since then.
No, it has to be one we don't have.
Okay, my choice is going to be what we talked about earlier: Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher Bay.
Nice.
No, one I don't have. God. That's tough. One I don't have.
Divinity 2.
What's that?
Never played it.
It's an RPG.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, I knew it was an RPG, but I've never played it.
That's a good game.
I want the outfit too. That game's awesome.
I haven't played a shit ton of RPGs over the years.
I would say Mortal Kombat 9. It's a hell of a game.
Mortal Kombat 9's a good one, yeah.
I'm
Yo,
actually
yes,
surprised that's not back compat yet.
Nope.
No, it's not.
Nope. I hope it does. Be nice, but
Yeah, that was a good story too.
Yeah, it was. That's what reinvigorated my love of Mortal Kombat. I'm not gonna lie.
Same here.
Is that the one with
those
Freddy?
PS2 games were trash.
Yes, the 3D games were
Yeah, the-
fucking bullshit.
Oh my
the
God.
3D games put me off, and then once that came out, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, this is
Yes.
going back
Come
to
on, let's
combat.
all admit the worst one was Mortal Kombat 4.
And don't get me wrong, I bought them. I bought all the Mortal Kombat
Me too.
3D games.
I own
and
every one of them.
and now that I look back at them, I'm like, God, they were so bad. They were really bad.
Actually, you know, it wasn't bad. Okay, which one was the one where you created your own character? That was Armageddon.
Is it
Maybe.
either Armageddon or Deception?
What's Armageddon?
Armageddon.
Yeah, like,
Which one had Mortal
Armageddon, I
Kombat?
think it was.
Which one had Mortal Kombat chess? I did like that.
Oh yeah, the one that had all those extra games was fun, but the one that made you create your own fatalities, that was terrible.
That was dumb. That was one
Yeah.
of the last 3D ones. I'm pretty sure that was super stupid. There won't even fatality. It was like an ultra combo.
Yeah, it was dumb as hell.
Yeah.
But I really liked Armageddon because you could play
Yes, they had everybody.
character.
Hey, hold on, Brian Baker. You should host a movie night so Graphic Guy can see the greatness of Marvel 3D movies.
Oh, definitely. Okay, so here's a question. This is something we can talk about another time, Super. But how can I host a 3D movie?
You just create a room and say Graphic Guide or something, and then we just go to it.
How do I get the 3D movie to display to everybody?
You would have to just play it on your desktop.
Okay, so I can download 3D movies.
You'd have to talk to Brian Baker about that. He's the genius behind it.
Do I have to get them from something that rhymes with Orient?
Well, like I have a converter thing on my PC where I can convert like any movie to 3D, but he makes like freaking like 4K fucking Marvel movies, 3D Marvel movies.
Brian
Like,
Baker, Blade
this-
says he can run it after the show.
Yeah, see, I jumped in a couple of people's streams, like on big screen, and it was choppy as hell, and it wasn't very clear. So I hope whatever
his
you're
are
telling me,
his are clear. His
Yeah?
his look fucking awesome.
because I was thinking like I could run Streamio or even Netflix from my PC and have that stream on big screen because I can use remote desktop.
Mhm.
But I didn't know how you could do 3D movies. I had no idea.
You can either convert them, or I mean, there's some just on YouTube. Like there's a whole Star Wars movie that's in 3D. It blow your mind when you see it. I don't remember. I think it's episode 3 or something.
Okay. Did I add Brian Baker? Brian, did I add you on Oculus? I don't remember. If not, I'm graphic_god. Add me, please. I added PMS Jordan today.
Penis Jordan.
PMS
Is
Jordan.
that Michael?
She's a huge advocate for BVR, and you know what? She's much like Super, like really pushing forward. And I understand that there's a vocal minority that do not like VR, and I understand why they don't. But I agree with them that it's something you have to experience before you can give an opinion on it.
Oh yeah, that's the main problem is they don't experience it.
I think they have an idea of it.
Yeah.
What name did you say?
PMS.
I thought you said penis
Jordan.
Jordan. I was like, holy fuck, what the hell is that?
Oh man.
Now I remember. I seen the girl on Twitter, so yeah, I know who you're talking
I know
about.
what he's talking about.
Die fly.
Like I've never heard of that name before.
Look, it's Rob the Robot.
Say hi to Starbuck.
What's up, Starbuck?
What's up, Starbuck?
Hi,
Good to see you.
Starbuck.
Starbuck.
Hey, I need to bring something up because Daz will kill me if I don't. Me and Daz are doing a giveaway for BG4G Hub and his channel
For Doom, right?
Yep, for Doom Eternal. And
I already did the like, and do I need to admit that I have to show proof that I've subscribed to you guys?
It's part of the rules.
That's part of the rules, buddy.
But I've
Everybody's
already
got to do it.
subscribed.
It's not really part. I mean, it's part of the rules, but it's to keep track of who's
I'm being honest.
on the Twitter.
I'm being honest. I've liked and shared it, but I'm not taking screenshots.
No,
of
it just
BG
makes
and,
it makes it easy to know
I
who's
know.
on the notifications. To
I
see
would-
who-
Hey, listen, it's like this. I better win, and I'm not sending more screenshots because I sent screenshots for the last contest. You guys know I'm subscribed to all you.
Yeah, but you got to tell us you entered.
Yeah,
I did. I liked and I resubbed and I
Resubbed.
You resubbed.
I unsubscribed
So
and
what
then I
Jay's doing
resubscribed.
is he's unfollowing.
It's just so we know who entered.
Fuck
That's
you guys,
all.
I
Giveaway.
unsubscribed and I subscribed.
You could tell us, oh, I'm subscribed, but we're not
Oop,
gonna.
that was by
remember.
accident.
You guys know I'm subscribed.
5 times in a row.
I don't know that for sure.
You don't know.
I'm gonna make fucking 20 accounts.
So I'm going to unsubscribe and resubscribe and send you screenshots.
I better fucking win too.
I got,
No.
a bunch,
Yeah.
I got a bunch
Well, we're
of
doing
YouTube
another
accounts.
one. We're doing another one from
For
Paul
50
from BB4G
For
Hub,
fi-
Will
fif-
Mass Mayhem,
for
and
50,
he
50 bucks
didn't.
for PlayStation, right?
PlayStation. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
PlayStation.
But I want to bring something up. I see someone posted, "Hey, look, it's a fake giveaway," and that's kind of irritating because this money comes out of my pocket, man.
That's right.
And
We
it's
don't
not-
make money off of YouTube like some
I
people.
know this YouTube costs me a lot of money, man. I don't
Yeah.
make anything, and I do this for fun.
Yeah.
You know?
People don't
Yeah,
realize that
but
every goddamn T-shirt I give away on this show comes out
Cost
of
you
my
money.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the reviews I do, I pay for these games. They don't even give me them for free. You know what I mean? That's 4 games a month I buy.
well, the
just to
best
do a
part
review.
about that comment, Jeepers, is that, well, hey, why don't you actually try and participate in it? You might actually, win or something, because obviously people are doing this. They actually, trust Daz and trust
Yeah.
BG4G.
Yeah,
just,
exactly.
like, come on, give it a shot. Why?
You know you're gonna always have shitheads to say that, Creeper.
No, I know, but I thought it'd be a cool thing to do a giveaway once a month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm a millionaire.
Rigged. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's irritating. It's like, wow, that's just not cool.
I'm giving you shit, Creeper, but I would love to win it, but I know I'm buying that game.
There's a lot of people that enter these contests. So I mean,
like, for us content creators, it's frustrating when you see that stuff, right? Because it's like, again, it comes out of our pockets because we're just small creators.
How dare you give away $3 Division?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Jeremy was giving you so much shit on that on Sunday, bro. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, well, Well, I don't. Jeremy's Jeremy. Love him or hate him. But well, yeah. Well, hey, the Division 2, it's an awesome game. Anyways,
It is.
I bought it for $3. Why not? And you know what? We're gonna have quite a few more giveaways after this. And
You know what you should have told Jeremy? This is $3 division that somebody else didn't have to spend $3 on. Now shut your pie hole.
Hey, if it was Christmas, I'll be giving everybody the Division 2.
Yeah, me too.
Well, hey, look at Mr. Boomstick there. He's giving away like 16 copies of it, right? Like that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, comments like that aren't going to stop me from doing giveaways. It's just
Well, they shouldn't.
But
yeah, don't worry about that shit, Jeepers, man. Like when I last week, or was it 2 weeks ago, when I was doing
You got a super chat from
Yeah.
Black Rider.
Yes.
I did a
thank
contest.
you, Z Black Rider.
I did a contest.
Can I read it? I want to. Can I read it? I'll read it for you, Super. Supers, I heard it's fun.
Here we go.
Yes. Canadian money.
I did a contest a couple weeks ago for t-shirts. One person applied, and he won.
Did they?
Did he win?
Did he win?
That just goes to show that people don't give a shit, right?
What did he say
It's
first?
super. Eyes herpes fund is low. Think of the children, people. The children.
Curse you all.
Well, it comes out of the kindness of my heart, and I'm a nice guy, and I love this gaming community. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
That's
you
awesome.
guys know I'm a nice guy. I always give away.
Yeah, you do.
So,
And if I don't get a chance to watch because of what I do, and if I don't get a chance to watch I can't watch everybody's YouTube content.
No, who can?
No, I don't ask you to. I just want. I mean,
No, but
just
yeah,
retweet and share. That's all I ask.
everybody's
You know what I
like,
mean?
subscribe to my channel. Like, for Christ's sake, I've been following you on YouTube for years before I started podcasting. You don't even know how many people I follow, and I only watch a fraction. So
yeah,
if I can like and retweet to help get it out there, that's what I do. Even if I
Yeah,
can't
that's
watch the
all I
content.
I support everybody.
I try to,
Absolutely.
man, but holy crap.
Listen, man, I've got that philosophy: support and be supported, man.
Jago,
If
can you say Ridge
I-
Racer real quick?
I cannot bitch at people for not sharing my shit if I don't share theirs.
Ridge Racer!
We
Holy
gotta check
shit.
out this fucking game. This is my first time ever playing
Getting
Ridge Racer.
motion sick all of a sudden.
1993 and 94. Holy shit.
Damn, this is better than fucking Forza. Wow.
Right, dude.
How
Some
do-
crisping graphics right there.
Dude, I put so many hours into this game.
my God.
It's
Is
not,
this
I'm
4K?
Not, it's 8K. It's 8K.
it's at least 15K.
12.
I'm not gonna lie, I put a lot of hours into Ridge Racer. You gotta hit the gas, Super. It's not called a sit still game, it's called a racing game.
Are you allowed to see your car?
Are you allowed to steal a car?
No,
you're
see your car?
I don't know if there's a different camera.
yeah, I can't
There should
remember.
Oh, there it is. Whoa! Damn. This puts Forza to shame, man. I'm telling you.
I can't believe you never played Ridge Racer. Holy
nope.
shit.
I wasn't
You guys-
into Sony till like
Ridge Racer.
Do you guys remember Rage Racer?
Rage
No.
Racer? No.
Yeah, it was made by Namco and it's similar to Ridge Racer. It was pretty good. You should check it out. It's called Rage Racer.
This game actually looks better than the first Gran Turismo.
Damn.
get the fuck out of my way. Fucking girl drivers. Whoops.
Oh man.
Wait,
Okay,
nobody.
now all the women have just unsubscribed from you.
You haven't seen Mel drive on video games. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Oh.
the two females that watch the show. I don't know, guys. You just lost them.
Let's be honest. There's only 2 people that watch the show anyway.
No, you're wrong about that graphic ad. There's
Hashtag
5.
Ubermail.
No, I actually did put a lot of time into this game.
Well, that's when she played PUBG, which she doesn't play PUBG anymore.
No, I actually played one night, I think, with Mel. I think it was with Mel. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was with Mel. And I think her driving got me killed. So.
She's dangerous.
Probably a
driver.
lot of people.
You're just another statistic, Jago.
Just a number.
Yeah, man, this is nostalgia from hell right here. Ridge Racer. Holy shit! I don't even remember how many they did of these.
Didn't they make a lot?
I know there were. I think there was one. I know there were 2, right? But I don't.
Why did they stop?
Dude, because Gran Turismo and Forza took over.
This was in the arcade, right?
I don't know, but it was
I don't
on
know.
PlayStation 1. That's for sure.
Starbuck United said he'll never leave us. We'll never let you go.
We love you, girl. Appreciate it.
She said she'll never let us go. Yes. Heart.
Infinite said he's been having
If
horrible
you let
stuff.
us go, we'd have no viewers.
Dude, I'm happy. I'm honestly happy with even if 2 people are watching. I'm just as happy as like if 100 people.
I'm sorry that if I come off like I was being bitter, I'm not. This is just we get it, and we're embracing the fact that we have a niche viewership, and
Who cares though? Who gives a fuck? We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Starbucks said the same thing. She said, "Wasn't it an arcade game too?" I think it might have been. I don't remember.
Yeah.
What was that game, Dirty J? You just said.
Oh, Rage Racer.
Rage Racer.
And what was
Came
it
out in
on?
1996, which was released for the PlayStation.
Damn, the first one.
Rage Racer. I got
Rage
it.
Racer.
Nice.
Ridge Racer.
Ray
came out in
Tracer. Ray Tracer. Ray Tracer, the game.
Hey, Tracer.
Oh, there you go. If you like Ridge Racer, there's no way you don't like this one.
Is it better than Pit Fighter?
Yes.
It's on par with.
Shut up.
If Pit Fighter was a racer, it'd probably be that.
Oops.
Can we stop talking about that game? Please.
Dirty J seriously has PTSD from that game.
Like, that's a game that we shouldn't even revisit. Actually, we should pretend it never existed. The world would be a better place.
And we can put him in a wig. I don't know what that means.
I kind of feel the same way with it. I hate to say it, but Eternal Champions. Remember that fighting game?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Oh, controls for shit. As far as I remember, I was like, "Oh my god, it's terrible."
Yes.
Kind of like Way of the Warrior was, but the soundtrack was so awesome, you just kept playing.
Dang,
No,
I like this game so far. Look, she's washing the car.
At the car wash.
A lot of people were like, "What's Way of the Warrior?" I can't explain it to you.
All you need to know is it's got the whole White Zombie soundtrack in it.
Yes, that's what made you keep playing it.
Okay, we're about to end the show, but we gotta check out Rage Racing. Hey, wait, what?
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 It is 8.
His dad's here? It sounded like him.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Was that Corp?
Yeah. I can't do it.
Now he can't do it now.
You can't force it. It's gotta be
exactly. You can't force it. It's gotta spontaneously do it.
That did sound like I really did think Dad would come in here. I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's probably still in bed waiting for us to climb in with him.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Yeah, let's pass. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
What? What?
What?
What?
What? What?
Okay, car select. Damn, look at these awesome cars.
I've never heard of this game, Dirty. Rage Racer. Wow.
Me neither, until I had one of those PlayStation Underground demos that came with a magazine.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like the game because of that chick holding that sign.
You know what I'm really
waiting. I'm like waiting for a wardrobe malfunction.
This is exactly like the game I just played. I'm just saying.
Yep. Same developer and everything.
Racer.
Yep,
Is it?
same,
Has more
everything, just
signs.
different name.
Why did they make Rage Racer?
I don't know.
Because in this game, the
question.
control sucks, so you rage.
You got terrible delay. That's why they called it Rage Racer. It was our B team that made this. Z-Black Rider said, "Is that my crispy truth?" I don't know.
Dude, this is high tech back in the day.
He wants to be involved in the crispy truth.
Doesn't make
Man, look at that waterfall.
Hey, when on racing games, I thought it was like cutting edge when they put hills in a racing game. I was like, whoa, they got hills now. Like on Hang On and Outrun, I was like, they got hills.
We know it was cutting edge when racing games went from the background moving to the car was actually moving. Because racing games back in the day, it was actually the background moving, the car sitting
Yeah,
still.
the car was still, yeah.
Yeah, games like Top Gear, when in the background you see like a city, but you will never get to it.
Yeah, it stays there.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Like, hang on, that bike is not actually moving, people. It's the stage.
Yeah,
I felt like it was moving. Hey, while we're about to go, Invader, can you tell us about your awesome podcast and your giveaway once again?
Oh, you're too kind, Mr. Supersonic. Yeah, guys, thanks for having me on. You guys.
Always a pleasure, brother.
Of course. Yeah, always great to be here. I feel like I'm a part of the crew, This is like my second home.
You're part of the crew. I'm just not changing the graphics anymore. That's why I changed the intro.
Definitely. Yeah, we can work on something. But yeah, guys, awesome chat with you guys. And the chat as well. The chat was great. And yeah, you guys can find me on my YouTube channel, Invader Gaming. But of course, I'm always live with the TXR crew, the TXR podcast on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. with Tim
The
Dog.
awesome TXR crew.
Yeah, they're a pretty awesome group of fellas. They're always a fun time.
Megatron, Shockley, Jeremy the Downer. Who am I forgetting?
Centurion.
Marion, yep.
Southbound.
That's a good show. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. And we're not one of those shows where everybody has the same opinion, right? Because you've heard some of the battles on there, I'm sure.
Because Downer's there.
Oh, the Downer and Tim battles are great. Oh, but yeah, guys, we do have, as we were talking about earlier, we have a giveaway going on for the Division 2. Just take a look at the pinned tweet on the TXR podcast Twitter, and you can find out about it. It ends March 9th, and we plan on doing a heck of a lot more giveaways. So stay tuned for that, guys. It was awesome being here, and hey, we'll talk soon.
We appreciate you coming, brother.
Your family, Dirty J. Besides you loving Pit Fighter, where can we find you?
Typically,
telling Super to shut the fuck up.
There you go. I have nothing else to say.
Playing Call of Duty.
You can find me Saturdays gaming with Jago.
Yes,
Most
sir.
likely Call of Duty or the Division 2.
Division or something else, Titanfall, or whatever.
Yeah. All you guys are welcome to jump in, and I just got word from Corpse. The next Corpse cast will be December 31st, 2020, and I'll be there.
Well, yeah.
2025?
Yeah.
It might be the way it's going.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Okay, Crispy Bomb, what do you got going?
Gonna do Gaming Beyond the Box tomorrow night, and the next podcast Saturday nights.
Yes, they're doing an exorcism on the show. I saw that.
Probably me. There's the exorcism.
All right.
But in all seriousness, you can find me on Next on Saturday nights, and I think you're gonna find me on the new Series X podcast at some point on Sunday night, and you could always find me here with the retros. We are all retro. We have all been gaming for a long time, and we love it. And we enjoy games in general. It doesn't matter what platform it's on.
Nope.
And I always have fun here, guys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Crispy.
Boom! I had to lay the bomb down. Okay. Graphic God. What's going on? Hold on. Oh, hell, Jay.
Explosions. I love explosions.
What do you got going on?
Damn, you got a $2 super chat from Starbucks, Super.
Yes.
Here's 8 quarters for your arcade pleasure. Appreciate it so much. YouTube. seems
8
like
quarters for your arcade pleasure. Yes. Thank you, Alexa Bliss. We'll stick those quarters in Alexa's hole somewhere or something. Okay. Graphic God, what do you got going on besides gamer picks?
I made gamer picks. XboxGamerPicks.com.
You don't say it like Jacob.
I not only do gamer picks, I also do intros. I do
Yep.
overlays,
Yep.
If you want your
And I-
shit looking good, go
and I do
here.
logos. I just created a new intro for our show where we'll show at the end of the show. Everyone can see it. It is basically all of the games from 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and 10 years ago that were very close to my heart.
My
So I
heart
kind of
too.
put those into the game. Some people made some suggestions to maybe shorten down the animations and add some more games, and I think I'll do that. So that intro will evolve over time. But that's about it. Thank you for showing up, everybody. We appreciate you every week.
Yes, we do.
And you can find me at graphic_god on Twitter and xboxgamepicks.com. Thank you.
Graphic Guide, you gotta come into VR and big screen. Anyone who has a VR headset. Also, guys with PSVR, big screen is coming to PSVR.
That's what I've heard.
Nice.
It's
Nice.
gonna be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Jeepers Creepers, you got any more reviews up, and where can people find you?
You can find all my reviews on BG4G Hub channel. You can also find them on our website, bg4ghub.com. And yeah.
And I watch every review.
It's a great.
Thank you.
It's a great site. It needs more. It needs more love.
Yeah. Have you seen the stuff I've been posting? The daily news? You should check it out, dude. It's pretty tight.
Nice.
Tight.
Tight.
New content every day.
Sweet.
Look, that's my arcade machine.
Dude, keep up the good content. You're making awesome, amazing content, reviews, news, all kinds of stuff. We're proud of you, man.
Doing
Thank
good.
you. I'm working hard at it.
I love the VR reviews. They're very good.
Oh yeah, I need to get to those.
Jago, since we busted into anything else, Jeepers Creepers?
Nope.
Okay, Jago, since we busted in your house and we have a video camera set up, we have a secret camera we stashed in Jago's
Damn
house.
it!
He's playing the 1-Up arcade.
Yeah.
Where can people find you and all that good stuff?
You can find me here every Tuesday night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern time, with all of these amazing, my amazing brothers here and all our shenanigans. Because we are not a podcast. We are the unpodcast.
Yes, we're rebels.
We do it for you guys. You know, we do it for us guys too. But you know, hanging out. But we hope you guys are entertained. You can find me on a random Corpse Cast whenever we decide to do it, once every 2 or 3 years. And you can find me on the random Daz Cast once a month. We didn't have one this month, but you can find me on the Daz Cast. He puts it on Twitter. And you can find me on Twitter at Jago Cookin. You can find me on Xbox at Jago Cookin. You can find me on PlayStation at Tuscany34. My old gamer tag, and I'm not changing it. I don't play under much anyway, so you don't have to add me. I don't need to pay for online. So, and you can find me on actually YouTube. This video right here is up on my YouTube. I don't do a lot with it, but you know, I got a YouTube channel too.
Hey, that was a cool video.
Dude, I want to make more.
We need to do more of those. That was cool.
I want to do. I do actually. I gotta find the time. I want to do like play through it like an entire game and like that, and put it on my YouTube channel.
I like the way you positioned the camera and had it.
Believe it or not, it was sitting on my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade one-up machine.
No, it looked good. It looked good.
Yeah, it's right there beside it. So, yeah, appreciate it, man.
I
love everybody who shows up, man.
Hell yeah, Stinking Corpse. Where can people find you?
You can find me here. If you need to know when the next Corpse Cast is, Dirty knows. More than I do.
December 31st.
That's right. I got to put that on the calendar. Hopefully, maybe one this month. We'll see. Maybe this weekend. but I've said that a couple times and it hasn't happened. But yeah, you can find me here, Random Corpse Cast, Xbox, Twitter, and YouTube, Stinking Corpse, and PlayStation is X Stinking X. And thanks to everybody that showed up in chat.
Hell yeah. Okay, whoever wants to leave can leave. I totally forgot to do something, and that is play X-Men really fast. I'm gonna play this for like a couple. I advertised I was playing X-Men.
I'm just playing Mortal Kombat. That's all I'm doing. I'm playing the cool dude.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
just playing me.
You did put that on Twitter, Super.
I did. I gotta play it for 5 minutes at least because I advertised it. I forgot. What is there anything going on in gaming news?
Like, what do you mean?
There's always
you
something.
You don't have a whole lot, but you got everything you could want.
PlayStation was supposed to have a reveal event, according to fanboys yesterday. They put it everywhere.
Well,
and made YouTube.
don't even talk about that, dude. Like I said, I mean, I have the best point, dude. Like in general, how dare you like act like this is true that there's a higher teraflops.
It's 13.3, Crispy. Get it right.
Whatever the fuck it is.
240
Tomorrow
frames
it'll
per
be 14.
Wait.
Tomorrow it'll be 14.
Look, if PlayStation had the power, they would be showcasing something or teasing something about power. And the thing is, Xbox has had this tagline for the Series X, for Xbox Scarlet, for like the past, ever since it was like sort of unveiled, and they've really backtracked, Sony, in case it's you can tell by the way that they communicate, right?
Yeah,
and they haven't been.
This is a different Sony. It's not the same Sony of the last 7 years.
But you guys got to remember the PlayStation's going to be cheaper than the Xbox.
Well,
of course it's going to be more powerful.
I'm curious to see. No, but honestly though, I'll be curious to see what games they have for the launch, because if people just see Knack 3.
Oh my God, it's day one, bro.
Fuck yeah. I can't. Greatness fucking awaits, man.
Although hey, I don't mind platformers or anything.
Well,
but
you got The Last of Us 2 that's supposed to come out, dude. I'm telling you right now, watch The Last of Us 2 get pushed back until the launch.
No, it's already went gold.
I would, yeah, but that doesn't matter.
That does.
Hey, that only makes sense, and I think they should do it.
It'll get pushed back if they.
Hey, we waited this long.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Ghost of Tsushima at the least is going to be for PS5. I'm almost guaranteed. They haven't released any type of date or anything. They said 2020. I think that's either bullshit or they're going to launch with the PS5.
It could be 2020 launch title for the PS5. You're right.
So you're gonna have Ghost of Tsushima versus Halo Infinite, and who has the power and the price. The price is actually more important.
Hey, guys, I just went to use the washroom when I came back, and did we start a new podcast?
Yes. This is Retro Renegades After Dark.
Yep.
What do they call it? This is like the Power Hour or something. Where we go?
Power hour.
Where we all
I have the power.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Real good.
We're taping next episode now.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll put this on our put this on the Patreon for the after hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's only for Patreon viewers.
Yeah, you have to pay to re-listen to this.
For the bonus content.
Yeah.
We'll be like Ryan Reynolds. It's all about the bonus content.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is the show DLC.
So
there you go.
So I plan on.
Cut,
I pre-ordered Last of Us 2 Collector's Edition, and it shit better be there in the end of May because I need to sell that statue.
No, it will be. It will be.
It'll come out in May, man.
Yep.
Yeah, Super. I'm looking at X-Men. Didn't you advertise that we were supposed to play this?
Yes, he did, and one of his posts.
That's why we extended the show.
Yeah. This is the after show. We'll be like Good Mythical Morning or something
Oh
like
my
that.
god, are you follow those guys? I thought I was the only
Oh,
one.
they're hilarious.
They're
dude.
hilarious.
They're hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
I heard they actually live in my state now, and they are doing everything from my state. Oh,
that's
cool. Yeah, those guys they post early as hell because it's called My Mythical Morning. But yeah, they're good shit, dude.
Yeah,
they're funny, dude.
Quality material.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite podcast right now. Like and it's like little 15-minute segments, and it's just
Yeah.
like it puts a smile on your face at the end. Like these dudes might be eating testicles and shit.
That's what I'm saying. I
But it
love
puts a smile on your face, dude. Like
I was gonna say I love it when they eat shit, like they try different things.
I've been watching.
dude,
Hot
I've
Shots.
watched them doing taste tests and
Yeah,
shit. Like,
yeah.
dude, like no, like in the Hot Ones is great
yeah.
too.
Hot Ones is
It's
real good.
really, but that's a really good. Like if you're like just getting into interviews and shit like that,
Yeah.
that's like a totally different realm for an interview. Still.
You know,
Because
You know what I
you're
mean?
trying to make people uncomfortable to answer questions.
Yes,
You-
dude,
you know-
and they're uncomfortable. You could see it in their face. It's not a lie. You can't make them sweating and you know regurgitating from the mouth and like just feeling like shit. After. Like, dude, I like hot food. I like habanero is as high as I go. After that, it's hurting yourself.
You do
That's
know
it.
Hot Ones has its own TV show now, right? With the
No,
same guy.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game show, right?
Yeah, it's a game show. Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta take off now. It's been great.
Okay.
Yeah, later.
Bye.
Later, Invader.
Next boss, we're gonna end stream. At least we play a little bit of X-Men.
I was watching Hot Ones today, and I watched Steve Austin, Stone Cold, and it was awesome because like he's from Texas and he's
Dude,
a tough guy. But
you want to see the most impressive Hot Ones ever, and it's not even it's entertaining enough.
Yeah.
But to watch Halle Berry.
Halle Berry
those
beats in that
fucking
shit,
wings, dude.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely own those wings, dude. They were her bit. She cleaned every fucking wing.
Dude,
And
she's
she looked like nothing was going on. And it was incredible.
Dude, she's like-
she's the king of hot wings.
Dude,
you know,
she was-
my God.
but even Steve, like Stone Cold, he did good. He got right to the end.
Dude, I'm telling you, she makes guys look like
Dude.
bitches. Every single guy that's been on there looks like a bitch compared to Halle Berry. Halle Berry is a badass. Dude, I am full on Halle Berry is a badass, dude. She is fucking gangster to the core. She's old school.
She's
You know
the
what I mean?
55-year-old you probably ever met.
Dude, the host was like, "Are you hungry?" She's like, "Yeah, I haven't eaten anything." She cleaned every fucking wing, dude. Yeah,
Dude, she cleaned even the
Every
last
wing.
wing. I looked at
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
She did the dab on there. She looked at it. And she's like, "Yeah, let's go." And she just went, "Hum," and then fucking, you watched him go, "Holy shit! What the fuck?" Like if you look at his face, he was just like,
he was
scared. You know, like
He said
was
they
like-
weren't hot enough.
Yeah, dude. And
I like
this
the one-
is when the last dab first started. Like
I like
it
the
was-
one with Scarlett Johansson and Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay's like, "These ain't even fucking wings."
Gordon Ramsay hated the texture. That was his
Yeah,
problem.
he's like, "Are these?" He's like, "These ain't even real," or some shit. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, he was pissed about the it sitting there. Like this dude is one of the dudes that's just like, I have to eat directly at the restaurant and have it hot. Like he's not into, like, I actually lost respect for Gordon Ramsay because of that show. Because he's a bitch. He's a little pussy. Like, yeah, you go all hard in. I've watched so many fucking Hell's Kitchens. It's
Yeah, I love Hell's
incredible,
Kitchen.
dude.
I love Hell's
I've watched like I'd say like 70% of the seasons of Hell's Kitchen, and he
Me
looks like
too.
such a badass. And he's like, "Oh, fuck you, you're stupid." You know what I mean?
If they said,
And then he went and did that, and he had fucking lemons, limes. He had every fucking thing possible. And
Oh,
look
yeah.
at him like, you're a little bitch. That's all you are. Like I would never be on. Dude, I can cook, man. I went to culinary school. I almost graduated. I almost became a chef. Okay, what I'm saying is that I can go and be in there, and I would look at him and be like, "You're a little bitch." Let me throw some extra hot sauce in this one so you can taste it.
If you guys haven't seen the TV show that he's got now, it's pretty good. I watched it for the first time last week, a couple weeks ago.
He's entertaining. It's just like he was such a bitch.
I don't remember. It's on network TV. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's on. It might be on cable. I don't remember though. I have it recorded on my DVR. But it's pretty good.
When I actually watch a woman own this shit, like she owned it, dude. Like if you haven't seen Halle Berry on Hot Ones, my God, she was incredible. Like, but it's not like a true entertainment. Probably one of the most entertaining.
Jay, it's called Hot Ones, the game show. It comes on at 10 p.m. Eastern time on True TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll find it out. I'll find it on my streaming service.
Probably the most entertaining one I seen was like season 2 or something, and it was like Tom. I don't know. It was 2 comedians, and it was fucking hilarious. They were just there burning on each other. It was fucking hilarious. It's like Tom Segura, I think, something like that. And then there's another dude with him, and it was just I was dying, dude. I fucking lost my breath. How funny it was. And they were just like burning on each other and burning on the host at times. Like it was hilarious, dude. But that's what I love about the internet nowadays. Like now we get to see some shit that people would never think would be popular. And that's why, I look at what we do on Retro and I say, eventually people are going to get tired of bullshit. Like we're not bullshitting. We are speaking what we actually think. Yeah. It's not about the masses. It's about what we actually fucking think. You know what I mean? And that means more to me than these narrative driven podcasts. That's why I end up going and doing podcasts with Boom, because he'll be PlayStation Pro all day and then all of a sudden he'll be Xbox all day. You know what I mean? Like I've done podcasts where it's constantly him talking highly to PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like the whole fucking podcast. But then, the next podcast I'm on with him, he's talking so highly about Xbox. And I value the fact that I'm doing a podcast with somebody that is not being completely to what everybody wants to hear. You know what I mean? Because in the end, he's changing his objective. That's why I like going on with Wilmy Hood. I know that he has all these consoles. He has everything he could ever want. You know what I mean? And he's still giving to the people, to everybody. You know what I mean? Because I meet a lot of people that could have everything that they ever want, and they couldn't give to somebody. You know what I mean? And I feel like that giving part, when somebody, yes, in social media is worse. Like when I give to somebody in person, it's very easy to see their face, to see their expression, to maybe cry a little. You know what I mean? Like this never would happen. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of people on podcasts. If you listen to them long enough, you can hear the change that they make when they're on with certain crews. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, and
okay. Without further ado, I actually gotta go.
Me too.
Yep, same here.
He's got to go jizz on his fucking blow up doll.
Yes.
I'm just fucking around. I'm sorry.
Okay, thanks for joining us. We will see you next week, ladies and gentlemen. Goodbye.
Lady people.
Later, guys.
Later.
That was
Love
so
you guys.
bad.
See you guys.
Wait.